And this is why anti-Semitism in Labour is running rampant.
Why again?
Hello.
Labour ain't running in it.
Oh, I'll
anymore.
start reading some quotes if you like. There's some fucking spicy shit.
I mean, the support of Hamas.
Let's not get
Welcome.
into that.
This dumb bitch was wearing 2 less shoes.
Wow.
Wow, Gren, what? Gren, are you okay? You sound like you got a bit of a cold. Why are you also echoing?
It isn't echoing for me.
Echo.
Dom just get really loud all of a sudden.
Echo.
Anyhow,
good evening,
ladies and gentlemen.
Well then. Sorry.
This
We're,
is you fucking people are dog rapists.
we're kind of early, but also kind of late.
Early, somewhere in the world.
A wizard is never late.
A wizard can...
always delivers the Brexit.
Yeah.
I love his new slogan, better late than never.
Dom, why are you echoing?
Jesus,
Dom,
man.
you're so fucking loud. What the fuck?
Is this the voice of God? Is it?
Oh no, that's the voice of dog.
Oh my god, he's
Rags,
echoing really badly.
No. Stop.
Yes.
Don't bark.
Dom,
Reg-
you don't say anything
Things
on
to
your mic.
say.
Hey dog, bark, bark.
And Regulus just has fucking constant fan in the background.
Yeah. Well then. Seeing that we're late but also early, I would say... Who wants to do the recap? Not everyone, not at the same time, I would suppose.
I want to give everyone a chance.
Isn't it your job, Rags?
Well, yeah, but I wanted to, you know,
Shut
give
up
everyone
and
a
talk.
chance.
Ooh.
Dance.
Dance for us, monkey. No.
No. Shut up and talk.
Shut up and talk.
Yep.
Jesus
Ra-
Christ, no one else prepared anything. Just go.
Wait. What is making that fucking
No,
noise?
I've prepared things.
Is
What
it actually
noise?
just Winter's End that's making that weird noise in the background?
It could possibly.
It
Let me-
shouldn't be because the jukebox is not doing anything. Do keep in mind, is your YouTube up or anything?
I'm trying to figure out what's making this fucking noise.
Is
We're
your
so
window
well
open?
prepared.
No, it's static.
Oh, it isn't
Static.
me.
Oh my god.
Okay,
Hmm.
Dom has literally
I don't-
stopped echoing at the same time. This is.
I don't hear it.
I may have just
Yeah, it
turned
was
down my
definitely coming
input
through the Winter's
volume
End for some reason.
because my input
Mm,
volume
maybe
was
it's
at
I'll reload
100%.
the
I
tab.
turned it down to 50, and it might have
Which
been
is
fine off
weird
me.
because there shouldn't be any sound. Oh, Dom.
Yee.
Mute your mute Winter's End, as in go to the options and
Oh.
put your audio output source to none.
Ah, so it was done.
Yeah, also, not could do that. That's.
Yeah.
Mhm. If only-
Well-oiled machinery.
I am here.
Also, for anyone, if you think everyone is echoing, just put I want to broadcast to others to none, and I want to receive from others nothing. Just that way, everything's fixed. Because I didn't hear it, mostly because I had that shit already disabled.
Yeah, I heard a little bit, but it's fine now.
Mm-hmm.
I always have it muted because I don't want to hear two people.
Okay, so Rags, what did you have prepared for us this week?
Well, figure I'd go ahead and describe what happened last week. All right. Now, last week was session 4. We've had
Indeed.
4 of these. So, that's how many weeks we've been We've been wandering around in the snow and the cold, selectively once a week, looking for this, that, and the other thing.
To be honest, in game time it's like a week, but
But in real time, it's 4 weeks.
it's been a month.
Yep. Seems like only yesterday we were, I don't know, doing stuff. Here we are.
Did you write? You
I
didn't
did,
write anything
yes.
down.
No, I did.
I
did.
think we'll be able to notice the bit when he starts writing it down.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just getting the juices flowing.
Okay.
Nope, they're flowing. While searching for a path through the mountains that would ease our travel and save us a length of the journey, our party discovered an unusual marker of sorts. Dug into a small hill was a monolith surrounded by water, but despite the freezing air and the snow that covered the ground, the water was not frozen. We approached the strange stone marker and found that upon the monolith was secured a small orb that I could sense was enchanted with abjuration magic. The orb was creating a small pocket dimension, altering the properties of the space within, namely, and most notably, keeping away the cold and the howl of the icy wind. The monolith was inscribed in common with a single short text. Here lies the first victim of the cold. May Jeremy rest in peace in this frozen hellhole.
Oh, Jeremy Cole.
Yeah.
Oh god, that really rings true now, doesn't it? Fuck no.
Oh
Yeah, it
no, Jeremy.
No. No.
We noticed that above the recess where the monolith stands, the stump of a tree that had been dragged away recently. After examining the stump, we are approached by a large creature, a giant, but his body is covered in green crystals and much of his skin has been flayed away. He charges us after only moments of seeing our party as we take our positions, and he engages in a fight with us, calling Asterius a traitor, though we do not learn why. During the fray from the pool around the monolith, 2 drakes slither out as the water bubbles, but the drakes and the giant are all dispatched with our axes and arrows and bullets. Upon a necklace around the Minotaur giant is his name, Gugalana. After dressing the drakes and cleaning up the space around the gravestone, Tali finds beneath the monolith in the water a hidden lever, and the monolith opens up to display the red orb openly. The red orb is small, only about an inch in diameter, and radiates with magic, more than we had originally thought, thick with conjuration auras. When the orb is spoken the right words, it will create a small pocket dimension. When the orb is removed from the monolith, the water around it begins to freeze, and a note appears upon the now frozen water. I examined the note, and it doesn't appear to be a curse nor a spell. And I read the words aloud to my party as they were written in Aklo, not in Common. Unknown to death, nor known to life. Apparently, this was the trigger phrase for the orb, and around us the landscape shifts, the world changes, and in a moment, our party is no longer standing where once we were. It is as if we have been teleported into a new, strange realm, and it was at that moment we decided that Reality Marble is kind of a gay name.
It really is, but it works. Well then.
He's my favorite part.
God, I love that song.
He is more bad than dog.
So I would like to welcome everyone to episode 5, Frozen Assets.
Go fuck yourself.
So,
Welcome to episode 5, Frozen Assets.
I'll change the name, bitch.
yeah, he did. As... Who's this?
I apologize for my tardiness.
But Gren, you were already here.
Oh, Gren, your cough has gone. Your weird, strange voice.
Hmm.
You sound okay.
The
Nani?
echo's gone as well.
You sound less Irish and less stoned.
I'm cured.
Well then, as the recap is over.
That's right. I'll say it again for him.
No need to.
Please don't.
Wait, so it's snowy
So-
here too?
As beautiful
I
as it
thought
was.
snowy.
Don't worry, I have neurodeatic memory. I remember.
Snowy
it.
and
Thank you for
icy
the
and
offer.
sharp.
As you guys arrive at this weird destination, the fields almost completely flat, with it surrounded by a large with the large mountains which seem to go up who seems to go straight up towards towards the sky, who instead of the normal blue or the normal gray sky is now pure red, as hanging in the sky are also multiple gears.
Gears?
What the fuck
Like
is a gear?
Marcus Phoenix?
Metal Gear.
As in
Cogs? Cogwheels?
Cogwheels. Sorry.
The fuck is a cogwheel?
Oh my
Shit,
god.
the shit inside like a clock.
Roll engineering.
Tiny clock and whatnot.
Who the
As
fuck Heroes Engineering?
Well, let me check.
No one.
One of us has
No,
got it.
you don't understand. He's a ball. He
I
has
have
everything.
engineering. I have 4 in engineering.
I mean, a bard can do anything untrained, if I remember right.
Yeah. You don't
I know
even need
what a
to put a
cogwheel is.
point in
We
it.
all know what a cogwheel is, except one of us apparently. Oh, a
Ah.
swastika! Holy shit! It's Hitler. It's his Hitler land.
Oh my god, they're racist.
Oh my god!
No,
It's
no, you
red,
don't.
like
you
the
don't.
Nazi
No, you don't.
armbands.
No, you don't. It's not. It's not the Nazis because that is one of the retarded swastikas.
Sadly,
It's a
due to
fake
the
hate crime.
due to
shit
the YouTube copyright shit,
Due to the new policies on harassment, we can no longer say the bad words that we.
No,
couldn't
we
already
just
We
say.
can-
make
we
fun
can
of
no-
Hitler.
we can no longer do the friendly windmills.
Do you love white people?
No, because that's racist.
Maguka is so.
That's against Buddhism.
Well then, as to the other sides that aren't filled with the mountains, you see the plain full of swords just extending towards the horizon.
Do we see an end to the horizon?
At this moment,
Okay, so let's take that sentence. Do we see an end to the horizon? Let's break that sentence down.
I get what it means. It means fucking do the swords and shit go on as far as the eye can see, or does it eventually come to an end?
they go on as
No,
far as the
go
eye
to
can
the
see.
horizon.
Is there footsteps in a direction to the horizon or something?
It seems even when you step on the ground here, the footsteps seem to disappear after a small while, as if the plane itself is repairing the damage done.
I pick up
Let's
one of the
see.
swords and throw it to the side slightly, and wait a bit
The sword stays there
Stays where?
on
just
the
to
ground.
the side, on the ground.
Oh, okay. Thought I meant like it stood in the like each one of these is a sword in the stone, and it's like Mormonism where if you can pull the sword out, you get your own planet or something.
And a bunch of wives. What's it called? I put a footstep in the snow, and then I sit and watch it. How long is it before the snow fixes itself?
Seems to be about a minute before the snow
You mean
fixes
the
itself.
ash?
And
You
the
mean
sword.
the
Oh,
is-
yeah.
Yeah, oh, the ash. Right,
Yeah,
the sword
sorry.
is completely not moved.
The sword hasn't moved, though the ash basically fills up.
How would what knowledge check would be appropriate to find out where we are?
Knowledge planes.
Knowledge planes. Let me roll the knowledge planes. Guys, give me some help. It's probably going to be important that we know where we are. Or maybe it
can't.
won't matter at all. So if you can't help, Oh fuck! I know where we are.
Potentially.
So D20 plus 2 since my.
If we're in a place where a 26 doesn't tell us where we are, I'm gonna call
Okay,
bullshit.
I have been here before.
you get 3 questions.
yesterday.
Actually, you get 2 questions.
Two
Because-
questions.
You get 2
Okay.
questions, normally 3, but seeing that this place is kind of fucking rare. It's 2.
Aren't all places equally rare?
No.
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 Oh, yes, they are actually. But
Well, but I go to my
let's see.
toilet fairly often. You know what I mean?
There's
But
only-
it's not that rare.
no, it's still rare. There's only one of them. It's the only one in the world. That's the only Nuka toilet in the world. But let's see. So, what is the name of this
What?
place? What is it called back in our home realm?
I never thought I'd heard. I never thought I'd hear quantum semantics before.
It's not quantum semantics.
Sure thing.
It's just
They're
regular
not.
semantics.
That's
Okay, what's
correct.
the place called?
There's nothing
Okay,
quantum about it.
This is the realm of Infinite Blades, also home to the Nameless Blacksmith.
This is the realm of Infinite Blades, the home of the blacksmith.
Of the Nameless Blacksmith.
Oh, the nameless blacksmith.
Does that count as a name?
Rags, can I make
it is a little paradoxical.
Surely we could name him, right? And then that would.
Rags, can I make a suggestion for your second question?
You may make a suggestion for my second question.
Ask how we get out.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah, we heard
Before
the
I-
stories of people getting out.
before I ask that, because I have the note here, the Aklo note, and I still have the orb. So
Mm-hmm.
if we say the words again, will they not bring us back?
Well, from your own knowledge, you managed to you remember from the notes you have read in many of the books in the library that these kinds of demiplanes usually have a massive gate somewhere that basically brings you back to where you once were.
So we need to look for an exit.
Oh, let's just use the orb though. We've got it. We could just use the orb to go back.
Are we
The
in-
orb.
Yeah, you should try that. See if it works.
Yeah.
It's
Read backwards or something.
Read
Yep,
backwards.
yep.
Feel ot nuank ron hiti ed ot nuanknu.
Oh fuck! You're gonna send us to the plane of the place where the ground is just made of swords, and there's just gonna
He's
be
gonna
clouds
have
of
the
ash
nameless-
everywhere.
The nameless blacksmith is gonna have a name. It's gonna be fucking awful.
It's gonna be like Carl, or it'll be fine.
All right.
The
So
black
okay,
namesmith.
all right, let's
Sadly, for saying it in reverse, the orb does not stir.
Literal worst GM ever.
Oof. Oh, you heard me.
This
I
is
said the
so
words
bad.
backwards. It
You
should do
would
the
be
opposite
good,
thing
sir.
of what it did. Oh, my heart.
Good, sir.
Oh, broken.
All
That's
right.
how programming
Okay,
works,
okay,
right?
all right, okay. What do we need to roll for knowledge on the nameless black boy?
Well, no. Blacksmith, not Smith, who is black.
It's not Will Smith.
I don't
can't-
think I don't think it would be the named blacksmith backwards. I think it would be the black namesmith.
Guys, we can call him. We can call him Will.
Fuck off! It's rewind time.
Oh,
that's
that's
hot.
So my second question will be to ask, how is it that we return home?
Well, I kind of answered that question. That is usually when you're stuck in a demi plane, there's usually a massive gate
Yeah.
somewhere in the plane that can take you back home.
Now, when you say gate, is this like a physical gate or is it more of a metaphorical gate?
It's
We'll know it when we see it.
some
I don't know. That's not true at all.
some demi planes have metaphorical ones, but seeing this one and the fact that it is quite literally just a field of swords, there should be a physical gateway.
See, that's why you ask the important questions. Last thing we need is a metaphorical gate.
Also,
But that's opened with love or something.
Also, see the nameless blacksmith. Wouldn't that be Will Smith's first son that nobody ever hears about?
Wait,
Oh, the lucky son.
wait, he has two?
Yeah,
he's
Will
got
Smith has
another son.
two sons.
His older
Aye.
son's like a DJ or something.
Yeah.
No,
You never hear about
He's
him
lit-
because it's for his another woman.
That's the lucky son.
Okay, so what I said, what knowledge do we need to roll for knowledge about Rewind Time?
For Mr. Rewind Time?
Mhm.
That's that.
That's hot, man. It wouldn't be local. It would be a Planes or Arcana check.
Alright, boys, light it up.
Don't know shit,
And this
Captain.
is to find out what information?
To find out about the Smith himself.
Do we have to choose one, or do we need to make both?
Well, you can basically choose the one that you are
there you
the
go.
best with. Okay, Tali, you get to ask 2 questions.
Is blacksmith not known to send people home or like fuck with them?
Yeah,
There's not much known, but usually when someone has a private demi-plane, or basically a plane named after themselves, they are usually secluded in this place.
Fuck off, leave me alone.
Yeah.
Get out of my room, I'm crafty.
So
my dummy plane.
So the guy may react that he wants, and the guy, you basically have two.
He just joined his private Minecraft server.
You have 2 options. He either is going to fight you guys because he doesn't want anyone knowing of this place, or he is gonna send you guys home.
I know what he's doing here with all these weapons. He's trying to recreate the ultimate weapon. Spasmodius, Slayer of Chromosomes.
That is a classic reference.
Oh my god.
Only
Like,
Magic did that.
a second question: does he accept something for trade, or like a favor, or a thing, or a story? I don't know.
Not much is known about the blacksmith, so you wouldn't know.
All right.
I
Go ahead, Nuka. I value your input.
I was going to say, well, I reckon we either go about the place, given the information we have gleaned, we try and find the door and/or the dude. Hopefully, diplomacy will work. I do not reckon we fight somebody if they own their own pocket dimension and sit there forever making swords, because that's generally a bad sign.
That doesn't suggest good mental health.
Yeah, it's
Can I sense magic from these swords? Can I see if these swords have any magical properties? If they're just swords.
Okay, so you're gonna use detect magic?
Yeah.
Okay, each of these swords have at least power equivalent to a +3 weapon.
yeah, that's a bad sign.
What does that mean for most people who don't know what this means?
It generally means they're fucking really insanely valuable, but I reckon
A
we need to
masterwork
take them out
3
here.
sword.
Yeah.
Like,
that's,
no,
not,
it's-
that's not what that means at all.
What does that mean?
It means that each of these swords, if you were to have one of these swords, and as you were to sell it as like a farmer, you could feed your entire family for the rest of your life, as well as the next 3 generations.
So +3 swords are their value, not like their.
Oh, they're still really good. Because
How
+3
so?
sword. Because +3 swords give you a +3 to both your attack and damage.
Yes,
Oh,
and
that
these
is
things are around 18,000 gold a piece.
Oh my.
Yeah, base price where +3 weapon is 18 grand.
Did you have any more questions left from the planes knowledge check?
No, I was allowed 2 questions and I asked
Yep.
both of them.
I was hoping to find out whether or not these swords will disappear if we try to remove them from this pocket dimension.
There's
Well,
no
I
way we're
could
picking it up.
I could make a knowledge check on the swords specifically.
Well, yes,
Couldn't
I
I make
will allow
a-
you to make a
Yeah.
knowledge check about it.
I also pick up the one I dropped in the ground and put it back exactly where it was.
Do I need to use appraise for this, or
Sure.
yeah, that price seems appropriate. Let me do an appraise check. Doop doop.
Yeah, what-
Now one question.
Um,
Can they at the very least find out what they're made of for free?
yeah, is it so obvious that I would know what they're made out of for free, or
The
is
thing
it
is, every sword seems to be made out of different materials. Some of them are made out of cold steel, some of them out of silver, some of them out of black steel.
Ooh, some of these are well over fucking 20 grand.
Some of them even adamantine.
Oh, this place is too good to be true. I don't like the look of this.
Could we find out whether or not the swords will disappear once we remove them from the pocket dimension? I believe the answer is probably going to be yes.
That's not a bad question. I'll ask that question. Yeah, if these swords are removed from this demi plane, will they continue to? Will they retain their properties?
It is these kinds of demi-planes do have conservation of mass. You need to give something of equivalent worth back to the plane before you can take something out.
Oh, I don't have anything of equivalent worth.
That
Other
Tali
than
will
my-
take out her +1 sword.
And I ain't leaving my ass like fire here, so looks like we're
So-
bringing it with us.
It's simply said you need to have. You basically either need to have a gold offering of the same worth of the weapon, or
Will
you
I pull
need
out
to-
my coin purse? I got 4 gold, guys. If
you see a dagger lying on the ground.
Jingle, jingle, jingle.
What's
what kind
the
of
second? And what's the second option before Rex talked over you?
It's basically equivalent worth in gold, or equivalent worth in items.
Okay.
That
So none of
or
these have
humans
that.
or human sacrifices.
Okay, so we can't take them out of the pocket dimension, or we can. But can we use them while we are here?
In
Okay,
principle,
so
That's what I was
technically, nobody here is human.
No.
Yeah, no.
Human.
well,
yeah.
human sacrifices, as in humanoid creature sacrifices.
I got a 28 there. I'm looking about the place. Do I see any great swords?
You do.
That look pretty great to me.
What's it called? Do I see any that are made out of like fucking adamantite or black steel?
You do notice an adamantine Zweihander.
Okay, I go over and pick that up, and I take it over to Zex, and I say, "Here, hold this for now. We might need it just for now."
Zix, I will do the calculations of the swords on my end. You don't have to worry
Okay.
about that.
Cool.
Mostly because it's just another bonus.
I'd like to roll perception to see if
Sure.
there are. I understand it's a dimension of swords, but I want to be frisky and just see if I can find something that isn't a sword.
Okay, you're Oh
One
no!
moment.
Oh no!
No, I didn't roll yet.
No! No, ritualist.
What's wrong? Oh god, what's it done?
It's just,
That's going to break fucking.
Oh no!
Ooh!
Well, that's gonna go on. I'm just gonna open that straight on stream. Look at this
That's amazing.
beautiful creation.
Open it for a little while, then you can delete it.
Do I see anything? Do I see any very large weapons or something that isn't a sword?
Well,
That's
you do notice. You don't notice anything else but swords, katanas. That basically anything that is either single or double-edged, and that is formed into. Well,
What about triple edged?
there is a tri-bladed katar, yes.
Bruh.
There, it's always worth asking.
Indeed.
If it's not there, what have you lost?
Mm-hmm.
Nothing.
So, well, are there any
Oh,
very
Zeke,
large
that
swords
sounds
then?
edgy enough for you.
Are there any very large swords then?
Yes, there are a few large swords. What seems to be one of the larger ones seems to be a small while away in the distance. But you also notice something else. You notice a small ding once every while in the distance.
Let's follow
That
the
could
gate.
be, it could be the blacksmith hammer striking the anvil.
Asterios will suddenly look towards the distance and exhale. Me hear something.
Let's go. I got a 30 in perception. Do I see anything worth noticing around the area, or can I just hear that noise? Is that the only thing I notice?
You see the massive gears moving ever so slowly with every ding, ding.
With that 30, can I see anything with the mechanism that would imply the kind of function of the way the cogs are moving? You know, like the kind of
The
line
end
that
location where they are going, like.
Yeah.
The cogs are stuck in place, and they seem to be stuck in the air itself. They don't seem to have any rod through them.
So they're not attached to any mechanism. They're just kind of floating in the air.
They're floating in the
rotate,
air,
on
just
an invisible axle.
Yeah, on
Okay.
almost like on an invisible axle, just moving every time.
But do they move
This-
clockwise or counterclockwise?
Some do.
Some just spin just to fuck with you.
Oh, my
Mhm.
ADD senses are tingling.
Alright, well, fucking. Alright, well, I get a 30. I can tell where the fucking noise is coming from straight up. Everybody,
Yep.
fucking grab your
Don't-
shit, grit your balls, or whatever, and let's just go.
Though you
Certainly.
do notice that the area itself, from this perception check, you don't feel any wind nor cold in this area.
Around us?
No, it seems about normal humidity, normal.
It's not snow, it's ash.
So it's a comfortable temperature.
Yeah, it's quite literally. It's one of the first times you felt comfortable temperature outside in a long while.
Asterios takes off his cold weather clothing. His coat, basically.
Can I dig the ash?
You can dig through the ash,
Cool, that's all my
The-
questions.
though at a certain point you are stopped by a large rocky mass.
Oh, you hit bedrock.
That's a deep ash hole.
Oh.
Can I choke
Oh,
Rags with the ash? Is that possible? Is that-
Can you what?
okay.
Yes,
why would you do that?
if you put enough in his mouth, he might choke.
That would be a terrible thing to do. I don't understand why you do that as a fellow
Yeah, can-
party member.
Cool.
Can we not?
Let's
Can we
We're all
not
here for
let-
each other.
Can we not maim the noble boy, please? You know what I mean? I don't think we'll
supportive
get
of
paid
one another
for this
and-
job.
Which way's the dinghy?
I mean, nobody has to know. We could have just died out in the wastes.
Which way's
you
the
know.
dinghy?
The dinging seems to be going south from
Let's
where
go
you guys
south.
are.
I'm just gonna start digging south, despite the fact that it's
You're
not
not
even
gonna
a
help.
good
It's
map.
not-
Before we start, I'd like to ask if the orb is exhibiting any different properties than it used to back in the home realm.
Instead of it glowing like it used to in normal material realm, it seems to be dull.
Have we inspected the orb carefully, like for any writing on it?
Pretty sure we did.
I don't think we did.
No, you
Can we
don't.
do that?
Right, show
Um,
your way around a ball.
we-
Fucking get a look.
We could do it then. Yeah, we could double check and make sure and see if there's anything on it.
So
Okay,
take it out your mouth, you bastard.
It's not on my I'm not doing it. Even though it is a little red ball and I do have some
Okay.
bestial urges I'm suppressing.
No take, only throw.
If you give me a small moment, I need to
No
grab
take, only take.
the.
Well, we're doing that. I'm just going to assume that it doesn't work on this side. You know what I mean? It's a one-way port sort of thing.
Okay. Fuck, I kinda lost the description at the moment.
Bruh.
Right, while he's looking at that, let's just say, looking that up, let's just say we're just plodding along towards the noise. At a nice leisurely pace.
I just like it canon that my hat is sitting just above the ash as I like dig my way through. Like a shark.
I'd like
So
to.
you're basically going up the mountain or something?
I guess it
Going
depends on
south.
the direction of the sound.
Going south is going towards the endless supply of swords in the plains.
Which direction is the noise?
South.
South.
Right, well, we're going south then.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, south.
Fellowship travels south.
Also, Zex, I would try and make sure that Zweihander's kind of, a wee bit obscured from sight, just in case we do bump into this guy.
Mm-hmm.
Certainly, I make sure to put it down ever so slightly. Still very visible, but like maybe 5% less visible.
Yeah, put your cloak over it.
Okay, the orb actually does have small markings. It has the words Silverhand Ink in common on the orb.
Like incorporated?
It seems to be. As well as what seems to be a drawing of a hat. As I will now show you.
Like a top hat.
It's edged ever so slightly, but it seems to be... Is there something, Joker?
Get it out of your system. Let's do it.
They'll never see
Nothing.
me coming.
Nothing at all.
Ah, lame.
This was requested by a patron ever so long ago.
How do we know this isn't a realty marble and it's just taking us to our new home?
Oh, I've
If you
no
want
idea.
this to be your home,
Maybe that's what it thinks. I don't know.
but after walking what seems to be almost hours, or what feels like to be hours, you do notice something weird. You notice someone sitting
That's not
amongst the swords.
Well, that didn't take long.
It took hours.
Well, that didn't take long.
28, what do you see?
You see a fisherman
How do we know he's a fisherman?
as he is basically created a small pool of water where he's angling his fishing rod into.
Makes sense.
As I will now.
Oh, God.
Oh no, no.
Oh.
It's always something water related. It's the second time we've seen him by a pool.
Oh, fucking other thing, the ultra great swords and shit. Oh my God.
It's all the fucking cheap swords as well.
Oh man. Oh man.
Oh God, we're gonna find fucking Andre of the Stora.
So is he doing like a little ice fishing hole just in the ash, or is this like a
Yes.
frozen lake?
This is in the entire field of ash. There seems to be a small little pool of water where he's basically ice fishing in, but instead of ice, it's ash fishing.
Ash fishing?
He's
Yep.
fishing for ash.
I'm gonna walk up and go, hello.
Also, it'd be an ashen lake.
You're a bit low there, Dom.
Yeah, you're a bit soft.
Oh, hey, how are you doing?
You're still really
You're really
soft.
soft.
God damn it.
Oh god, he's either extremely loud or extremely.
Wait a
fucking
second.
quiet.
This guy's wearing a top hat.
It's illegal.
How
Turn
dare
up your
you?
volume.
Jeez, man.
the laws of these
Okay, just a
yeah?
bit more.
How about now, buddy?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, now you're
Okay,
No.
so how you doing? How you doing?
Well, before we start dialogue, could we get like a description of this person from that perception roll? What do we see?
Well,
What's he?
It seems to be a completely naked man except for his speedo and his top hat.
Hmm.
He seems not really muscular. It seems to be mostly fat. As this bearded man is just casually fishing here between the swords.
Like a decent dad bod.
Well, I can show you.
more like an alpha brain bot.
There we go.
I see we found a local
Ah,
body,
yes.
Ah,
Yes.
Oh,
The great.
yeah.
man. Oh, the Alex Jones body.
These just fucking. You may not like it, but this is what top male physique looks like.
it's got some cushion for the pushing.
Mm-hmm.
I go, well,
Oof.
hey there. We've get stuck here because of a weird Jew accidentally chucking us. Do you know how we get out?
Honestly, 100%. I don't know how I got here either. I was just fishing away, and I was just teleported here along with this small pool of water. I was on vacation, and I was fishing by a river, and then I'm suddenly here. Still fishing though. I'm in retirement. I don't care.
Fair
You
enough.
catch. You get swordfish.
Swordfish. I can't say I've ever fished in ash before, but I don't know, I've seen some magical shit, and a swordfish ain't too far out of reach when you have a magical hole in the ground that is full of water. You know what I mean? Like, for all I know, this could
I'm vibing.
go to the elemental plane of water.
Yeah, I was going to say somebody went to try an Arcana on the magic hole.
The water seems to be of relative temperature,
Relative temperature?
as in around the same temperature as the plane itself.
As in Thali is touching it.
Yeah. And there seems to be an ordinary just pool of water.
I'll ask him if he's caught anything.
Yeah, I got like a foot-long bass. Yeah, no, it's nothing else. It's just 1 foot-long bass.
Is it deep or something? Is it shallow?
It's not that deep, but it seems to be going for a bit, and it seems to be going down, and then just at an angle, it seems to be extending under the ash itself.
I'm going to take a swim in there.
Okay.
All right. Scare the fish away. He might not like that.
Yeah, I was going to say, I had an idea to help him out. And I'm like, I could give you a hand there if you like.
Oh, yeah, you look like the hunter type.
Yeah, sure. I fucking take a moment to meditate. I switch my stance to Elemental Nimbus, go lightning, stick my hands in the water, and bzzzt.
Wait, is this before or after Tally jumps in?
I want to say before, but after is also possible.
I did say wait.
Roll initiative.
I did
I
say
think
wait.
that would be dependent on
It
whether
did.
it's in the water or not.
It did say wait, so.
So, after the water is shocked, you do smell a slight amount of ozone just coming up as you notice just 1 corpse, 2 corpse, 3 corpse of fish just floating up. One of them
Kind of fish.
looks like a small dagger in the shape of a fish.
Wait, do you mean a fish in the shape of a dagger, or a dagger in the shape of a fish?
Yeah,
A
that's
dagger
cool.
in the shape of a fish.
Could the
Daggers
legends
float?
could the legends be true?
Wait, are all the fish
Skywalker?
here also swords?
It's one of those really tacky daggers that just look like a fish.
What's it made out of?
Fish.
Gold.
Gold. I will reach in and I'll take the golden fish dagger.
Mm-hmm.
Is it magic?
Well, there you go. You can help yourself with the rest of them there. I never caught your name.
Jimmy, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you, Jimmy. I'm Jack.
I'll reach in
The-
as well.
The majority of you guys have horns. What's your story? I guess.
Wait,
I don't
does
think the majority of the
three of the wow?
I
half of our
have
party does
horns,
something.
like many smaller horns, but they're horns.
Well,
I
you're
have-
all, you know,
And Jib has downward horns.
They're called
I
you're
look at
all,
the fisherman.
You're all not human, is all I'm saying.
dare you.
I'm not
I,
racist.
I look at the fisherman with narrow eyes and I say, "We also have tits, but none as apparent as yours."
Oh, thanks.
We all
took that
have
pretty
tits,
well.
but none is apparent.
His pecs do that thing.
Flex pecs?
He flexes his pecs.
Flop, flop,
Just-
flop.
It's
flop,
it's
flop.
That I
fucking.
need in my life.
I-
So give it to me.
Yes. Asterios pipes up, towering over the two others in front of him, and he says, "You owner of place."
Oh, no, I just got teleported here. I honestly have no idea where we are. I've
Well, there you
just
go.
been fishing. I don't know, dude. I've been thrown through so many fucking demi-planes, so many dimensions. One time, a guy I think destroyed the world. I don't know. Wait. Yeah. No. Maybe.
Dogo.
Fucking Jimmy the
Asti-
liar.
Asterios turns to Ragir and says, "Dogo,
Minotaur.
what plane?
What plane is this?
What is plane?"
A plane is like it's like a think of what's your intelligence?
Plane is one of those things we need to be really careful not to
Asterios-
let the
no,
brown people.
it's- What is Asterius' intelligence?
He's smarter than you think.
Yeah,
I
simple
tell him
difference.
a plane is like it's almost like a level of existence. Imagine we're all living in a building, right? And there's different floors and basements. Different planes are almost like different floors, but it can be really hard to get to one and the other. And sometimes you could bring things from one floor to the next, and sometimes not so much. And the floors can be very different from one another. Where we're from
Plane.
is like its own plane, and this is a different one.
Plane is labyrinth.
In a sense, it's
Different,
rather
different section of labyrinth.
kind of. It's like a different. It's almost like it's a different place, but not the kind of place you can just walk to.
He looks around. We walk here.
Well, I mean, we walked from somewhere on this plane to somewhere else on this plane, but the red orb was how we got onto this plane in the first place.
Wait, what red orb?
I will. I'll say. I'll just say that back where we're from. Oh, what's the country that we're from?
Cernia.
Cernia. I'll tell him that we're from a country called Cernia, and in one of our adventures, we came across a red orb and a note. And when we read the words on the note, the orb transported us instantly to this different plane. We're not from here.
Wait, wait. On this note, what language was it in? Or was it in some? I'm guessing it was in some stupid esoteric fucking Dark Ages evil bullshit language.
The note was written in Aklo.
So yeah,
Yeah. Huh. Well, I guess I'll spend a couple years on this plane.
Well, why did you ask about the orb? You haven't so much as asked us our names.
Oh yeah, I guess you asked me my name. So what's your names?
Well, you're not doing my name.
Ragur.
Howdy.
Me, Asterios.
And
Fucking
purple goat over there is Zeke's.
Right. The silent but deadly
I
type, like-
peer off into the distance and I say, "A name means nothing on the battlefield."
Ding.
Okay.
Fair enough. Jimmy, I get two questions for you. Help yourself to the rest of those fish there.
Oh, good stuff.
But what's it called? I was going to say, how long you been here?
About 10 minutes.
About 10 minutes. Because my second question was going to be, have you met the blacksmith or the guy that owns this little pocket dimension? But I can't imagine you have.
No, the blacksmith.
Yeah.
Huh?
Over that way. As Asterios points into the south.
Surely you've heard the clanging in the air of metal.
Clang.
I don't know.
The clashing of swords?
The sound of adventure.
It sounds like a mine.
The thing that you learn about when you jump into random planes and are just dragged wherever the fuck you are in creation, you learn to accept little things like weird noises. If you don't see like big dudes swinging an axe at your face, you're probably okay.
Fair enough. Right, well, Jimmy, I'm going to start heading on. Fucking, I'll put my hand out to shake us.
Yep. Nice to meet you. Good luck.
Well, I'll say, Jimmy, if you're stuck here, do you not want to get out? We're trying to look for a way out. Do you not want to come with to try and get home?
Nah, man. I used to be an adventurer like you, but then I retired, and now I just vacation everywhere because magic and stuff. I can generate food. I can just travel anywhere. I can regulate body heat.
You can generate food?
Yeah, I'm a magician.
Oh, wow. That sounds like an incredibly useful ability.
Yeah, it is.
Why not just generate fish?
Yeah, but it's the whole fun of it,
Yeah, no, fishing. It's
the whole you feed a man a fish.
Oh yeah, fishing, the thrill of the hunt. Yeah, it's exciting.
Fed for a day. You teach a man to fish. He can fish himself.
Teach a man to magically summon fish, and it just kind of like cheating.
Yeah, I think it cheapens the process. You have to do something with your day when you're stuck on a demiplane covered with millions of super expensive swords. You know what I mean?
As they say, it's the journey, not the destination.
That's the one. Yeah, he knows. Silence but deadly.
That and using magic expends more energy than just sitting here fishing, I would suppose.
Yeah, just a simple spell of keeping my body warm or in a condition I want. Cantrips, my dude.
Powerful.
Powerful. More just like instead of working hard, I work smart.
You look like someone who works smart.
Yeah, thanks.
That sounds like something someone would say if they didn't work.
Look at him.
Do I really need to work?
Don't let my boss know what I do at work.
Technically, magicians are the benefit scroungers of the universe.
Are we just gonna go to the distant ticking sound because that seems way more important.
Asterios
I'm going.
Asterios just nods to the man and says, "You confusing. Bye."
There's nothing at the bottom.
And with that, our adventures are off.
But while you guys start to trottle off, I wanna take a look at I wanna turn around, and I'm gonna look at this. I'm gonna compare the picture of the top hat on the orb to the top hat this guy's wearing.
Well,
are they uncannily similar or not?
They're similar, but not uncannily.
Okay.
Seems to be just a type of top hat.
Okay. I'll before we leave, I'll ask Jimmy. Have you ever heard of Silverhand Incorporated?
Silverhand Incorporated. Now, I've been a part of, or known people that have been a part of organizations, but myself, no. No, I don't
right.
think I've ever heard of that one.
All right. Figured I'd just ask. Thanks anyway. Well, good luck with your fishing, and I hope you enjoy your planes. Planes hopping
I guess
adventures.
be careful in your future adventures. Possibly don't steal swords from magical sub-dimensions, just as a general rule of thumb, I found. And yeah, good luck.
I'll let everyone know. Thank you for that.
All right, Jimmy jumps into the pool and does a cannonball.
As Jimmy does a cannonball, the splash of water seems to blind everyone who's looking at it, just making everyone just fear away at for just a slight moment. But as you look back, the hole and Jimmy is gone.
Oh my god.
Fucking
This is one weird ass dimension.
Certainly unusual.
fucking wizards.
I would like to do an appraise on the golden dagger that I took from the water.
Okay.
What
fish dagger.
What is your? I want to say 17 is good enough for taking a 10. Yeah, this is actually one of the more cheaper items, as this is a normal gold dagger.
So I hold the dagger in one hand, and I hold my fucking bag of 4 coins in the other hand. How much is this dagger worth if I were to take it to the market?
This
On average.
They cost 10 times the normal amount of their type. So a dagger who is usually 2 gold would be 20 gold.
A golden dagger is 20 gold.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, well, I just toss it on the floor. Toss it on the ash. Thought it'd be more valuable than that. I mean, I was thinking it'd be super valuable and it'd have to be like, it probably shouldn't take it with me, but it's so valuable. But it's only 20 gold, yeah. Just lay it on the ground.
I've got a question, dude.
Yeah.
As we walk south, can I pick up one of the massive fuck off greatswords we could pass along on the way?
Sure thing.
I just pick up 2 of them if I can.
You can only lift one of them as they are made out of black steel.
Ah, nigga.
That and they're large.
Okay. Can I pick up one of the great swords we find along the way then?
Yeah, sure, you can pick up a normal greatsword.
Preferably 2 of them.
Okay. I'll allow it. And Rags, for the look of the knife, you basically think of this, just slightly different. As the body is made out of gold, and the knife has more of a point to it.
Okay. That'd be more valuable.
Also, fun fact, this thing is fucking $62 US.
What?
That's more expensive than the actual gold knife.
Yes.
Probably. Fucking Americans.
Who made it? Betsy Ross?
Drinking modern, apparently.
Anyway, shall we get a move on towards the south?
Fucking hell, man.
I'm gonna notice Zeke's over here standing kind of by himself, and as everyone goes, I'm gonna ask, what's on your mind? You've been pretty quiet ever since we got here.
Nah, just waiting to kill stuff. Looking to see the perils of the wilderness.
Nigga,
All right.
your dude is surrounded by swords. Like
if he wasn't a fucking chronic masturbator before, I mean,
Like,
Yeah, well, yeah.
Why is that sword polished? That one in the corner.
It's polished with white stuff.
Jesus.
Well,
Ooh.
I'll just nod to Zeeks and say, all right, just make sure you don't look too hard, okay?
He finds one sword that has a really artistic hilt in the form of a naked woman.
Yeah. How do you know I'm straight, huh? A little
I
presumptuous
don't.
of you.
Oh dear.
I assumed you
Well,
were bi,
you-
actually.
I thought you meant
Please
I thought you
stop.
meant my character sees it and he's like, oh fuck. Hell yeah.
I assumed you were
Oh.
bi, actually.
Metal Gear.
Probably. Metal Gear.
No, he's self-loving, I believe is the correct term.
Ah, true. Narcissist.
Well then. After the controller noises seems to get louder and louder.
Oh, guys, it's worse than we thought. The blacksmith's a gamer.
Oh no!
Every so- You don't understand.
They
Got
eat
Walker vibes.
He uses minorities as raw materials for his swords.
That's why they made it a black steel. Oh wait, what?
Bruh. Okay, as you get closer and closer to the noise, the amount of swords littering the ground increases almost exponentially. As
More swords.
you get even closer, you notice that the gears and the sound have stopped.
Oh no.
As I will now. Let me drag you guys onto the map. In a moment. As you notice a giant archway.
We're still seeing the same map, by the way.
One moment.
Alright.
There we go. Some new art.
Is there we go. Oh, down.
Oh yeah, that was who I thought it was.
Is that fucking who I... Oh, God.
It is.
If you say it, I'm leaving.
Is it pixely for everyone else?
It's so tiny you barely noticed.
Okay.
I don't have any idea who it is.
Oh, there
As
you go. It's popped in.
Yep.
Fucking Archer.
I'm so
Now,
happy.
guys, whatever you do, don't shoot him. He can block bullets.
Mm-hmm.
I'm so fucking
The
happy.
party notices a large figure standing hunched over an anvil before the large stone
Did
archway.
you say the F word?
Figure,
Can't fucking do
yes.
that.
So,
That looks like Bowser from the Mario movie.
so there are new people here. It's not often that I seem to get visitors.
Wow, he talks loud.
I pat Regier in the back and go, well, go talk to him and find out how to get out. He got your back.
Yeah, absolutely. I'd like to detect magic on this place.
Oh, it is brimming with magical energy.
Brimming.
Yep.
Any
The
particular
gateway
kind?
itself seems to be blinding you almost.
What gate is this? What gateway?
The
Basi-
archway behind the anvil.
Oh, that's it. All right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, absolutely. I will approach him nonchalantly, hand up as if in a greeting gesture. I don't know, I suppose I'm just walking towards him casually.
Raise your hat. I don't know.
Yeah, raise a hat. Very, very friendly with my greeting.
The
Call out and I'll
man,
say hello.
the man who well, is hunched over, seems to stand up and just brush off some dust off of his jacket. So, who might you be? And how did you find this place?
I will tell him my name and motion for the rest of my party to do the same.
You will say your name.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm Jack.
And Talib. And Chase.
I'm Zeeks.
I thought you were going to go, I am the knight.
I'm also that. I'm both
I
of
am
those
Shadow.
things. I also don't like
Asterios.
interrupting my
I'm
comrades.
the one that quacks in the night.
Asterios just snorts.
Still
He
golf
just
clubs?
snorts, you said?
Hmm?
Did you
This is
say he
Ash,
just
buddy.
snorts?
Calm down. I'll
Yes, it snorts.
Bruh, Ash is some fucking real shit. But damn.
Bruh.
I'll tell the I'll ask the gentleman his name. What does he go by? What shall we call him?
Well,
Will. It's a good name.
no. I'm the one sent ahead to prepare for what's coming. A herald of the end, told to fill the world with masterpieces for my master. You can call me Blacksmith Vol.
So you're the one we've been hearing so much about.
So he isn't nameless then?
Yeah, no, I was going to say.
Etch it in your mind, as
Excuse
I
me,
don't
sir.
think
So I was
you will
informed
make
that you
it
were
out
nameless.
here.
Excuse. What did you say, GM? What did you say, GM? Even though people were talking over you all the time.
Etch it in your mind, as you will make it out, and you won't be able to make it out here.
I
Life.
still like to clarify. I was informed that you were nameless.
Etch it in your mind.
Um,
Etch what in our mind?
His name.
His name.
Well,
Nameless
He
name.
must have made a mistake then. It must have been like the shameless. I roll a perception to see if he's wearing assless chaps or some shit.
Tali will say, but sir, I already died. Is this how you leave this plane?
We gotta know if he's wearing assless chaps.
He is not wearing assless chaps. He seems to be
Alright.
wearing a long coat and normal. It seems to be more formal attire than everyday work attire.
oh, so
Sweet
he's an
noises.
incel. A sexless,
Um,
that's probably what it was.
Asterios is going to ask him something.
Can we get just before you do? Can we get closer? Are we like we're like yelling at each other from
Yeah.
this distance?
Yeah.
Like he's like 150 feet away from us. We should probably be within like just chatting
Does he have,
distance.
does he have
of
psychic
him.
abilities where he can just project his
By all
voice
means,
and
you
hear
can get
us from the
closer.
distance?
I mean, we have to communicate with him. It'd be weird if we just sat over here. Even this is
No, that's a good distance.
That's a decent distance.
Our voices would carry over a large empty chasm.
Mhm.
Not chasm, but you know.
Yeah, I was gonna say it was a bit awkward.
Well, Asterios still steps forward and asks it. And
I step up
asks
and I
a
give him a
question.
smooch, and then immediately teleport back.
why would you give him?
I say,
Oh dear.
That didn't really happen, by the way, Mark. Strike that
dear.
off, stenographer.
Asterios asks him,
There it is.
"You have I meet you before?"
He turns around to face you. I have met many of your kind before, but you do not seem familiar.
You mentioned that somebody had sent you here. Who sent you here?
Sadly, that is not information privy to you, folk.
And-
Tali will use knowledge religion. She knows only one master of that demands swords and lots of swords. It's her god Gorum. So
I will assist. I'll assist her on this knowledge religion roll.
While they do that, Asterius continues his line of questioning with, you know, Ariel.
Seems familiar. Might have seen a woman with that name before.
Where?
I don't know. Might be dead. Might be alive.
So that
does anything
knowledge
come
religion-
of the? Yeah, what comes of the rolls?
Knowledge religion. Let's see with
Because
folly.
I was assisting her.
Okay, you're using a reroll for this one.
Yeah.
It's with a 16. This man is not a Goromite. That's basically a follower of Gorum.
Oh.
It's quite easy to tell. Usually
They have spikes and shit.
Usually the anvils of followers of Gorum are heavily decorated, as well as the weapons have a certain flair to them. These seem to be just plain old weapons. Really high quality, though almost no spikes.
Can I examine these? Are these two blue things? Are they crystals of a kind?
They seem to be crystals etched into the ground.
What kind of crystal in particular, if that's something I could learn?
You can tell from this distance that it's just plain old... And that it's just plain old crystal.
Okay.
Quartz crystal.
Anyway, I'll tell the man that I'll tell Blacksmith Vol that we're travelers, though we landed here not by our design.
Rags, before you continue, did you remember the man saying we will not leave here alive?
No, I don't remember him saying that.
You did.
I thought he said that we could leave alive if we remembered his name.
No. The whole idea was he was trying to be edgy and cool, and like, you know.
Oh, because it's hard to tell.
You can't leave my room without it, because Mum took the cum sock away. I don't fucking.
Mum found the put balls.
I'll ask him why he's so hostile. Then what have we ever done to him?
He'll look you dead in the eyes. Invade my plane of existence?
By fucking accident?
Yeah, alright, so I'll put up my hand and say, alright, clarification time. Alright, we didn't invade. We weren't brought here of our own wills. Something sent us here. It wasn't of our volition that we arrived here, and we would happily leave and never return. Not to say this isn't a lovely plane, it is, but we have an important task elsewhere. We didn't come here to invade, and we certainly didn't come here to take any of your things. If anything, we admire your craftsmanship.
Okay, while you're saying that, Zeeks, are you actively hiding the sword?
At the moment, yes.
Okay, make me a stealth roll.
Stealth roll, what does that entail exactly?
As in a stealth check.
Oh, stealth. I thought you said self. I was like, I'm fucking never heard
A
of that.
self check. Like that's a really deep question, man. Like I don't know.
Just thinking about all of everything that led you up to this point.
Man, what am I? Am I just a character sheet? Am I just numbers?
Bruh.
Oh, thank God he rolled that well.
He doesn't seem to be looking at Zeeks. As
Tali will approach the blacksmith and gently remove, not unsheath, her long sword from her back. You seem to be very knowledgeable in swords. What do you think of this one?
he just looks at it from a distance. Seems to be a normal masterwork longsword, if I'm right.
Mm-hmm. I got it from my original plane, where I came from. Being handed me to by Father Jones. It has traveled 3 planes so far.
So this guy never said anything
Wait.
after my explanation and all that, did he?
Well, it's mostly sorry. It was mostly because people interrupted, and I kind of wanted to see if the sword that was given to Zeke's was hidden well enough
Mm-hmm.
to see if you could back up your claims.
If it matters, I'm not hiding mine.
Mm-hmm.
So what basically I want to do with Tali, she wants to have like a small conversation about swords, like, you're the sword guy, you like swords. It'd be interesting if you could maybe have this sword, or maybe we can gamble for it.
Gamble.
Gamble?
Mm-hmm. If you win, you can maybe keep this sword. But if I win, maybe you can just let us pass home.
Asterios will ask, why can we not leave?
Well, simple. The plane has only one exit. It's behind me. But only the ruler of the plane can open the place.
Who is the ruler of this plane?
That would be me.
Oh.
The only problem is, I have been given direct orders to not let anyone with knowledge of this plane exist for long.
What?
So,
Well, even if we knew this plane exists, we still have the device that sent us here. We will
You can
gladly
keep it.
give it to you, and we'd be happy to never see it again if we could go home. That would ensure that we could never get back. And even if we have knowledge of this place, what would we tell anyone back home? We would have no reason to tell them that we were here. And even if we did, what would they do with that information?
roll me
We don't have any
diplomacy.
reason to come here.
Can I roll to assist him?
Rags, roll me diplomacy.
All right.
And you can assist Tali, seeing that you are offering the sword as well.
I'll use a conviction point ahead of time to get a second roll on that.
Okay,
Let me double check. I can use performance string as a placement for that. It's a T-bone.
Keep in mind, lizard folk are extremely pragmatic. She might be emotionally tied to the sword, but if she can get out without a fight, she sees this as a good way out.
You know how much it makes me happy to hear that kind of sensible, reasonable thing from someone in my party.
Bruh.
Doesn't happen often, does it?
My heart smiles. I'm over the moon inside.
I fire a bullet, but I catch the bullet and ride the momentum
Yeah,
of it
boy!
over to the door.
Oh. The man just brushes off the anvil and sits upon it. While I do admire the sentiment, and I truly do, as a blacksmith, I am still bound, sadly, by orders, and I am forced by Gias to obey these orders, otherwise my life will be forfeit. Gias is a spell which you can do a spellcraft check for to see what it is.
So
You
a
know what it's
32,
like, Code Geass.
a 32 in an assist from Tali wasn't enough to.
No, it was enough, as in you got his sympathy.
He doesn't want
Yes.
to kill us, but he doesn't have a choice. He's under obligation by fucking a curse thing to basically do stop us from leaving.
Well, thank goodness I was able to use my charisma against sympathy.
So roll spellcraft
Alright.
to identify what exactly against us.
So technically, you have to guard this exit. Is there no other exit?
Sadly, this is the only exit, and there's only one exit. I basically have to relinquish my place as the ruler of this plane for it to open.
Well, I'll say to him once he says that, I'll say, well, let's be honest here. You're hardly a ruler of this plane if you don't get to decide who comes and goes, are you?
What if you turn open the gate just to see if it's still working, and then go for a lunch break, and then come back 5 minutes, everything's fine.
I would gladly do that, but sadly, if I do, my heart will stop.
Why is that?
Well, if you
Yes.
roll in the spellcraft, I can explain it to you.
I can roll
Alrighty.
spellcraft. I can also roll Arcana if that works.
Arcana will also work.
Thank God, my spellcraft is poo-poo.
There's got to be some kind of loophole for this, other than you just gooking us.
I'm hoping so. Yeah, there we
Okay.
go. You rolled well.
Gia's spell is a curse. The curse basically inflicts him with ability drain until he basically dies.
Specialties.
Special Gias.
Yeah,
The
I was-
only way to break this is with a break curse or break enchantment spell.
A break curse or a break enchantment spell.
Sadly,
Okay.
those spells are kinda high level.
I was gonna say.
Oh,
Is there a
that's
way maybe to prepare a ritual that's high enough to do this?
Yeah.
I was gonna say, like, fucking, it was probably gonna be the case with that, because I can't imagine, no matter how badass you are, how fun it would be to just sit in a fucking dimension and make swords forever.
No doubt he wants to leave. You have 5 people here who are willing to help. Surely there's something that we could do if we put all our heads
You-
together.
Stereo says, if you lose battle, what happened?
The one who wins gets to be the ruler.
You die.
I would die.
Wait,
Well, if
does
we
that mean
win,
that
then
even
we'd be the ruler and we couldn't leave either.
that was about to say?
That's
Does that
the
mean
thing.
you get stuck with the gay ass?
The Gias is for me alone. It has been placed upon me from.
Who did you piss off if it's not no secret?
I was gonna say, fucking, you can stick your gay ass, fucking up your gay ass. Jesus Christ, fuck that
It
shit.
was my father.
Your dad's a gay ass.
Yeah, I know. Fuck.
I
am
still
one
feel
of-
like it's
I
worthy
am
of
one of
making another appeal.
13.
All right. Fucking.
Okay, not that gay then.
All right, Club Penguin, assemble.
No, hold up. We are surrounded by an almost infinite amount of the finest, most valuable, and powerful blades I've ever seen in my life. There's no reason, with all of this power and skill that you have, there's no way that with the 5 of us, we can't come up with something that will free you of this curse. I mean, surely you can forge equipment for us that we could use in service of freeing you.
He
Do
looks,
you want to be here forever?
He looks sorrowful at you.
But when I said assemble, I was like, let's form a huddle and then come up with a scheme.
Wait, does
There's-
he clarify what kind of battle it needs to be?
Wait.
It has to be to death.
Wait a minute, I've got a fucking idea. Can you give me a second to come back? Can you give me a few minutes, please?
Well, we can't. As long as he's at
Yes.
the door.
I've got an idea. I'll be right back. Don't tell my friends just yet, okay? It's not like I can go anywhere.
That's true.
Right, cool.
That is a very good point.
I fuck off and I go get Jimmy.
I'm gonna make
Jimmy-
Ash Angels.
Where?
The-
Jimmy disappeared.
Jimmy disappeared.
What? Did he? How did he
Yeah.
disappear?
He jumped
He
into
jumped-
the water, and then the water made a flash, and then it was gone, and the
Oh,
Jimmy
he
was
did
gone
me.
with it.
Oh, fuck
Yeah,
I walked away.
He
by that
flashbanged
point.
away.
Oh, never mind. Alright, we're fucked.
No, we're not fucked.
Well, do you have an idea
Can I
then,
consult
Rex?
the book of Alex Jones on Planet Track?
So wait, did he not
Okay.
say anything to the appeal that I made? Is he?
Okay. So this will be...
Hold
sorry.
on, Ritualists.
Okay, one moment. What was the appeal again? If
The whole swords and crafting things and think of all the power we would have, the six of us together to free you.
Okay, yeah. He looks sorrowful at you. Boy, I've
I'm
tried.
a man. I'm actually an adult.
Compared to my age, you're just a boy.
No, I'm still an adult.
Actually,
like an 80-year-old can't look at a 30-year-old and be like, "You're just a boy." No, we're both adults here.
Wow,
I kind of can.
Wow,
so
you're
wrong,
annoying.
but...
No, don't
I
patronize me.
have hit puberty. I have pubes. Right.
No,
My voice has
fucking
dropped.
phone. You'll address me as a man.
20s. Oh, I am an adult. You can't call me boy.
I start filleting my musket, just getting ready and just casually brushing my thumb against the trigger.
Zeke's adjusts his crotch, and in the process, his sword falls out of his hidden area, which is not the crotch, just to clarify, and hits the ground with a
It
loud
was a
clang.
great sword. So, oh dear. Since when do you have a pocket dimension? Okay. Actually, the Guide of Alex Jones does have a particular thing about it, but I will say that later. But first, boy, don't you think I've tried?
Well, you don't seem keen on trying anymore. Seems as if you've
I've-
resigned to your fate.
I kinda do. I kinda am. I've been here for 6 years now.
Well, do you want it to be 7?
I will be here for 2 more. As
Here?
with that, Tally, 2 years. The apocalypse will come.
Oh, no.
When you say
As-
apocalypse,
Tally was sent back into the past by by a few years
To play the shitty games that suck
I
ass.
was about to say, you dick!
to play the shitty games and suck ass indeed. To basically stop it. Though the book written by Jones does mention of a blacksmith who supplied the apocalypse with all its arms needed to wipe out the entire place.
the
entire
well,
plane.
The entire-
Tali will gently approach the man, flip the chapter, and say, "Read. It's from the future."
He just casually reads through it.
Snake, you've created a time paradox.
Yeah, that's how he would have planned it out.
Damn.
he planned to create a time paradox.
No, basically he is reading through how the apocalypse would have happened.
Yeah.
Who he?
My father, of course.
Who?
Can't tell.
Yes.
I hate the man, but he still has and he still deserves some respect.
Wanting to know who he is isn't disrespectful. If anything, it's the opposite.
He precisely told me never to mention his name.
What about his surname?
Vol.
Alright, we'll play Hangman.
Oh, his name's
His last name is Vol. That's the
Dave.
only thing.
Jim.
Carl.
does it say in the book?
You won't guess it.
Surely the Apocalypse book said who's behind it.
Oh, surely.
Mhm.
As the Apocalypse book says.
What's his name? Daddy Vol, big dick on campus. What's his name?
They call him Big Papa. That's his name.
I mean, even Satan's got a name.
Mm. Sadly, There are basically two things that can make my heart rupture. Anyone leaving this place with the knowledge,
and thick anime thighs,
and excess trans fats.
Then three things. He just raises another finger. Yeah, okay. The second thing would be trans fats. Well, the third thing would be saying the name of my father.
All right, just spell it in the ash for us.
Oh, that's good. That's a good point.
Yeah, don't you think magic won't account for that?
Seriously, it's not written in the Book of the Apocalypse.
Does the Book of the Apocalypse not have the name of the Apocalypse guy?
Can you give us an anagram?
Yeah, give us an anagram.
Me wonder.
I like puzzles.
You say, you see, you can see this gears really fucking turning up in Asterios' head right now.
You can see the gears above Asterios turning harder and harder.
It's just a horrible screech echoing out as they try and push together.
And it's just, and he says, we can not leave with knowledge.
Is it John?
What about without?
Wiping our memory?
Sadly, I'm not privy to that kind of magic. You would have my sister for that, not me.
Where's your sister?
My sister is... She's an excellent mind wiper. Also a politician. No. She's far, far away.
On this plane?
She's not on this plane. She is in the plane I would suppose you guys are from.
Does she know that this plane exists?
Well, yes.
All right, so we're being very inconsistent with the rules here, just for the record.
How do you mean?
She knows. She's got knowledge of this plane, and she's...
Yeah, she's his fucking family.
That still being inconsistent. You've only confirmed what I've said. Checkmate, atheist.
No.
So if we all marry your sister and become your brothers and sisters-in-law.
Okay, we got to find a way to become... Okay, Zeke's, marry him so that we can... so that you could be a part of his family. So that you can leave the plane.
I do.
And then, have him adopt us.
Yeah.
Sadly,
yeah, apparently I'm a boy, so I can be adopted.
I get down on one knee. Do I have to roll for that?
No.
We're doing a performance roll.
He chuckles.
I recorded it on my iPhone.
Sadly,
yes, girl slay.
It doesn't work like that.
I'm still gonna do
it. But thanks for the flattery.
How about we do something on behalf of you and Daddy Roll, and you let us out there as long as we do something that helps bring about the apocalypse?
No. We're not going to assist bringing about the apocalypse.
In stopping the apocalypse.
I said something.
We're cancelling the apocalypse.
We're not going to trigger the apocalypse. We can do something that helps the apocalypse come along, and then we can undo what makes the apocalypse come along.
Oh, I won't shoot him. I'll just give the murderer the gun and the bullets.
That's how America works, buddy. Right?
Yeah.
It works for them. It works for us.
We're operating on CIA rules, son.
No, we're going to sell them the cocaine.
Flat out will not help bring about the apocalypse. By the way, I know this. So if the apocalypse happens, we're dead.
Basically, yeah, the entire eradication of Endymion.
Okay, Regavi, let me break it down for you then now. Alright, so basically either we stay here and die trying to fight this guy, or we just stay here until we starve to death. Or we get to leave, we do something for them, we still have 2 years to undo the apocalypse, but we're not going to fucking stop the apocalypse while we're trapped in here or dead.
Tali will look at the man. I don't think killing us would help you with your vows, because look here. And she will show her leg that was bitten off. This is how I died, as she showed at her right leg. So I left this place. If I would leave the place with the knowledge of this place if I die. I would come back.
Oh, that's a good point. Would that automatically kill him?
Wouldn't they just keep killing you over and over?
I don't know how that kind of magic works.
Yeah, you
But
should probably let us
saying
I would not bet it
saying
on
that you have
you or me.
either looks at your leg. That leg is having necrosis, but you can still walk on it as if it's nothing. Curious. I haven't seen anything like it actually.
I cannot even. I heard only stories about it, of people coming from the afterlife. Strange things happening in the north. She will tell him about the chasm and the dragon and the worm and how it all went down.
They've trapped the Lindworm?
That's the only reason none of us are completely white.
Huh.
Free.
Excuse me?
The dragon.
Well,
Okay, racist.
Asterios will turn to Ragir and say, Doko, what idea?
Well, does anybody have any spell that can wipe out the memory in their spell list?
No, I don't have any. But no, I don't have any.
you would think that the bark would have them, but no. No, they haven't.
They actually have very few memory altering spells, weirdly enough.
Does this guy have
I am looking through my spell list.
Blacksmith.
What is it, big man?
You want to live?
At this point, I wouldn't care.
Then, if that's the case, then why? If it's
I'm still honor bound.
Why do you want to destroy the world anyway? What did the world ever do to you?
He is making weapons to help stop the apocalypse, my dude.
No,
That
no,
was
I'm not.
No.
Oh, wait.
I am providing. I'm shortening the supply lines.
You're shortening
As-
the supply line.
Right, so you're producing it slower.
Oh, he's trying to stop the apocalypse.
No.
Sorry, the start.
Is making weapons for the people who will be fighting.
Yeah.
Yeah,
in the
because when you say
apocalypse.
he's making weapons for the apocalypse, like that could go either way. That doesn't really clarify.
He just sits down. I'm gonna be clear with you guys.
That'd be great.
My father has been cast out of this place many years ago, and now wants revenge.
Who cast him out?
Well, let's just say that killing out his entire family line, as well as basically eradicating an entire race almost. Yeah, that kinda... So you kind of would say that's casting someone out, as he basically... The only way he could escape was via plane or travel.
Neat. So who cast him out?
Family or what?
I just look, and the blacksmith looks at you head on. If I knew, I would have told you.
Oh, I'm not convinced of that.
I'm just a fucking blacksmith, man.
You aren't.
I'm not a
blacksmith.
I'm
You aren't just a blacksmith.
not a
You're a pretty
historian.
fucking powerful blacksmith.
Yeah,
Well,
you ain't not getting blacksmith.
Well, to be fair, the guy does have a. I have to sit here for how long? 7 years to basically sit and make swords, and I can't let anybody out or stop doing this, or I will die. I mean, again, I like tinkering with my gun, but I wouldn't want to stick doing it for 7 years.
He said he didn't care if he lived or died at this point.
You do have to travel.
After 5 years, yeah.
Rags,
Try
come in.
doing the same job 5 years, time and time
We're
again.
just going to fight. Big
Then
man.
let us
Are we
go.
just going to kill each other.
Yeah, commit Sudoku.
You want to die with honor.
Yes.
Play around
At
a golf.
least then.
Party team.
At least then I can at least lie about dying honorably.
I don't know. Killing yourself to save the lives of others sounds pretty honorable to me. In fact, I can't think of a death for which there would be more honor.
Yeah. You don't know about a Gia spell, do you?
No, but I
Yeah,
was
maybe
told
we
that if you knew, you would tell me.
Yeah, okay.
Still waiting for that.
Is it gonna do some bullshit to your soul?
It basically would trap my soul for eternity.
Oh,
Bro, we
If
just got
you died or killed yourself.
If I killed myself.
All right.
Otherwise, I would have done it years ago.
Paul, your dad's a bit of a prick.
That's true.
You can tell me that.
All right. Nuka, shoot him in the face.
Negotiations are broke down. Just shoot him in the face.
Well, I don't know. I don't know what else I could say. He doesn't care if he dies or not. He die with honor. He can't kill himself, or else his soul will be trapped here forever. He doesn't want to assist the end of the apocalypse. So it's like we've gone through all of these things, and at this point,
Negotiations are broke down. Shoot him.
it's just I don't know what else to do at this point.
I agree. I just think it's funny how quickly your mood changed from from guys.
No.
diplomacy is the way.
This was a long process of me trying to come up with all of the ideas that I could. Oh no, I got another. I got one more thing. All right, I'll go up to him, and I will produce this reality marble. All right, I'll even let him hold it. I'll say, see this? This is a reality marble. Don't question the name. This is what transported us here against our will.
This is mine.
Right? Yeah, this is yours.
Mm-hmm.
Well, what's it doing down in our plane?
Well, it's an anchor to the reality. What you have right here is basically the copy in this plane. I wondered where it went.
So where's the other?
The other is still
by the monument stump.
Apparently by the monolith.
So why can't we use this one to transport ourselves to the other copy? Like
The
how
thing
it got
is,
us here.
Only the ruler of this plane can use this to open the gate.
Well, we clearly don't need a gate if we use the marble.
Right, shoot him.
No. Yeah, all right, okay, everybody form up, make him giant. All right, I'm just going to say, all right, Blacksmith Boy, I'm sorry about this. Is there genuinely, is the only way we're going to be able to do this is to fight you? Is this?
Yeah, I'll be like, I'm trying to work with you really, really hard, but I'm always hitting brick walls with you.
He's a bit of a pussy, don't worry.
Right, everybody, all right,
yeah, I don't expect a fair fight.
Kick his shins.
I was like,
No.
surely this marble is some kind of a link. It's a reality marble. It teleported us here.
It's
there must
a
be some way to
gateway.
reverse Then let's go back to where it teleported us and activate it again. Tell us how to use it, because you're only duty bound to not activate this gate. This marble doesn't have anything to do with that. We didn't get here through this gate. We got here through the marble's connection.
No, we can't get through the gate. The gate gets us in. The marble can also... The marble gets us in, the marble can get us out, but we can also go through a gate. We can only... If we escape, but we have knowledge of the plane, he will die. So he can't let it happen. Right?
Yeah.
We're just going to have to kill the man.
It's a pocket dimension thing. It's based around whoever's in charge of it.
We've got to take his persona or something on those lines.
You can't do that in the normal world, because the normal world's ran by gods and shit, and it's massive.
Stab his ankles.
Alright, so everybody, let's get into a decent formation. Fucking Richard, let's make somebody big. Rags, start playing your banjo. Fucking everybody, get into fucking fight mode, and then let's start fighting.
So what happens when we kill this guy and his super ultra powerful apocalypse father learns about it? Then what happens to us?
Who cares? We're trying to stop the apocalypse anyway.
Well, we're not gonna do that if we're not gonna be able to do that.
Wow, you're very worked.
He just puts his hand on you. Would it have mattered if he would killed you anyway?
Well, yeah, I'd rather not be dead.
Well,
He's going to kill everybody in 2 years. If we manage to take this guy out, it means the weapons he's supplying his soldiers with, he's not going to get them.
the hunter is right.
So,
As you would basically control this pocket dimension instead.
all right. So, if we kill him, we get control of this dimension.
Yes. Also, I just love the chat. Will someone please commit murder?
Yeah. Yeah, everybody form up. People get giant. Rags start playing their shit.
Give me a second. I'm just gonna walk around.
Before we
I don't want to rule this dimension. I want to
Give
go
me a second.
home.
I'm walking up to Rags. I'm gonna grab him by the collar, and I'm just gonna walk in the opposite direction.
Yeah, well, no, we will go home. It just means we have a pocket dimension.
I've grabbed him. I've got improved
As in-
grapple. I'm just gonna. I've grappled him, and I'm bringing him away.
Yeah, Rags, you got to think of it like this place. Imagine it like a giant ass bag filled with all this ash and swords and all this. Basically, we will have the bag with us the whole time.
It's
When
just,
you-
is it just that simple? We just get a pocket dimension?
A question. Do we recharge our spells and hit points and stuff?
Seeing the amount of time, and I would assume that the time spent with Jimmy was a while, I will give you guys a full days of rest.
Thanks. Much easier
It
to remember
makes
last time how much the spells I used.
And otherwise, the guy would have waited for you guys to come back at full power.
At this point, anyway.
I'm taking Rags with me. We're gonna go over into the special boy corner, and we're gonna keep him. Just you can't diplomacy him too much.
It seems like you can't do anything. That we've got to fight him. I guess that's what needs to happen.
Oh shit!
Just how it is sometimes.
Sometimes you don't have that many options.
That's always all right.
Well, I mean, put it this way: like fucking your diplomacy shit got us a lot of information, and the guy's being really nice about the whole fact we need to fight. Like, otherwise, he could have just killed us immediately.
I believe that you're fucking.
The diplomacy was really good.
Yeah,
it did.
Your diplomacy made it so that he just didn't start to fight immediately.
But he didn't start a fight immediately.
He
Before
basically
the diplomacy roll. He didn't start a fight immediately. We were having a conversation.
I'm just gonna say
he decided to join in after your diplomacy roll.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna say etch it into your mind as you won't leave it alive. If you haven't
alive,
if you won't leave here alive, as basically he was readying
to kill us all.
Yeah.
And then your diplomacy roll stopped him from starting the attack.
He basically told
and he
story.
Okay, I'm just gonna be completely honest. He gave you almost his complete story, what he is privy to give to you, and he is giving you guys time to rest and buff out.
All right, let's fight.
So Asterios is huge, according to Thalia. The Thalia.
Yep.
And
I will give him a strength surge.
Asterios will also.
Let me just say exactly what strength surge. I'll tell you exactly what it does. It's a strength domain spell.
Okay.
Asterios will look at the man and say, "Your swords, beautiful, ready to die."
Yes. Go pick up a fucking adamantite or black steel fucking greatsword thing as well.
I don't need one.
Alright, fair enough.
I'm a player of golf, not a player of swords.
He said yes.
Give me one moment, and
strength
to make it a bit fair, can you at least stay on the ash?
Start on the ash? Is that the plan?
At least give me some time as well.
Oh no, fair beans, yeah.
Very polite, this fight to the death, but
Just we go bump fists.
Odd
Cool
consideration
stuff.
sake, but okay.
Vol, if I ever meet your dad, I'll kick him in the balls for you.
I hope you do. Okay. As with one snap of his fingers, a large bow appears in his hands.
I feel like
Was
we've
not
been
expecting
playing
that.
We're a bit of a
I'm a
I'm
a blacksmith, but that's not my
Famous.
preferred. That's not my preferred style.
A place with lots of swords in the ground, but someone who prefers. I feel like
I don't know.
Oh,
You
well,
see, here's
we'll
the
put it
thing.
to
I
the side.
don't believe him.
What? He's a blacksmith.
Yeah, a bow expert.
Well, why would he summon a bow?
We'll find out. By the way, it does make sense. Just because you make swords doesn't mean you fucking run about and fight with them. You know, obviously they make whole bunches of things. I guess swords were just the basic things for the army. I mean,
blacksmiths don't make bows.
when you, well,
Yeah,
no,
I know
but
that.
but it doesn't mean he doesn't use bows.
Okay, beer.
God, here we go.
Admittedly, you're a bard. Bards aren't known for their playing of the bow.
Why not? It's a straight. It's just what's the difference between a lute and a bow, really? When you get down to it. There.
What is his alignment?
His alignment seems to be true neutral. And with that, I will actually.
Enjoys a little bit new artwork, not much happening as we fight.
My dad trapped me. Oof. Okay.
Bob Smith, why would you do that to your son?
19.
That's Will Smith's dad, I believe.
No, it's Will Smith. He's done it to his eldest son. That's why we never see him. He's in a pocket dimension.
Rags is
Oh
a
shit!
15.
Yeah, I haven't rolled initiative. My bad.
Yeah, and Zeke's has a 6.2.
You know what?
Wow.
I'll take 2. I'll use 2 conviction points to reroll initiative.
Holy shit, Jib.
Yep.
Natural 20 with the fucking 0 bonus.
Okay,
Yeah, boy.
29. Okay. And with that, the score will be Regier, Jib, Jack, the blacksmith, Zeke's Talius Terios.
Do I
As-
get any little bonus for rolling a 20 on initiative, or is that do anything? Or
You basically go first.
all right, I guess that's pretty good. That's all right.
It's pretty good for a mage class.
Dude, 2 in a row. Fuck me. 2 in a row. Roll.
All right, I will begin bardic inspiration.
Okay.
So everyone remember +1 to hit and +1 on damage.
No. You got to do that beforehand. He gave us time to prepare, so you started that up before it. You
Oh,
don't
well
have to do
done.
that.
Yeah.
I don't expect a fair fight, but come at me, adventurers. Let's see if that iron will of yours shall temper or break before the forge of Galarian.
Faggot.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's-
obviously, don't make it pay.
let's okay. Now let's not. We don't want to. We don't want to make us kill you more.
I know you got your woman's sex sword.
well,
or whatever.
Repeating himself at this point.
I'm going to be. I guess since we're allowed the time before the actual battle starts, then I'll have that
Brilliant.
started to free up the standard action I have.
Mm-hmm.
I will move. Let's check it. Let's move. Gonna move here. So that. Man, I really hate the 35, 30. Yeah, one more down. UI in this, so I could do better. And then I'll use an attack with the bow. So that is a 5 plus
Wang.
1 for bardic inspiration, plus 1 for point blank shot. So
Wow.
yeah, ooh. So that's a plus 8. Let's see, 1d20 plus 8, and it is a masterwork, so that's plus 9. All right.
23. 23 will hit.
Very good. Let's see. Let's do a damage here. We got a +4 for strength bonus from the bow, +1 for bardic inspiration, +1 for point blank shot, and that is a 1d8. I don't think I'm forgetting anything else. So, let's take a look.
With 10 damage. Okay. As the arrow lodges into him. That's actually a fine shot.
Thank you, sir. Jolly good.
As he cracks the arrow out of him, leaving the arrowhead sticking inside of him. Is there anything else you want to do?
Well, I don't think there's anything else I really can do at this point.
Okay. Jip.
Wait, let's have a look at the distance. Oh. Okay, that's not a significant distance.
Do keep in mind, the moment the rock appears, that's basically you can't dig there anymore.
Yeah, but the problem is I can't dig under and then burst out the rock, so I'm just gonna.
Oh, so he can dig through ash, but he can't dig through solid stone? Okay, sure.
Are you hearing yourself, Rags?
I think he was being sarcastic,
Disappointed.
I'm just gonna. I'm gonna give a
it's hard
long
to tell with Rags.
glare at Rags. Rags is get regard. What's his name?
Regir.
Ragu.
Regir Regave.
Fucking.
Regir's just upset that he can't dig.
I will glare at you as I claim
Rigger,
it.
I'm gonna give a long upset look at Rigger. So I'm gonna come about here. That's a
Try not to stand in the way of my shot, by the way.
How am I not gonna stand in the way of your shot?
I'm just saying, just be careful of standing in the way of my shot. Fucking.
Where would I go that would not be standing in the way of your shot?
I don't know, fuck it. I'll just assume that I fire so amazingly and I miss you and hit him. Go for it.
You can always do a 5-foot step as free action.
Right, so I'll move about there. I think that's correct. There? Because it's a double move.
Mm-hmm.
Let me just double check that.
Oh, you have 20-foot movement.
Yeah, because I'm a bit of.
You can move
fat
one
boy.
foot there. Yep.
I think that's all I can really achieve. I don't really have many other options.
There we go.
I mostly assumed there would be dirt around, so I'm kind of fucked.
Okay.
So I'm just gonna anime run, just Naruto run. I don't
Use your golf club.
Why don't you just rush him or whatever?
How am I gonna use my golf club?
Throw it.
Can't you charge and then do an extra attack or whatever?
That would still be 40 foot.
Oh.
Yeah, no, equally.
Basically,
How
next
the
turn he can charge.
What kind of appropriate attack could I do with throwing a golf club that's actually a pickaxe?
Hit a ball at him.
Could I do that?
You can start hitting pebbles at him.
Yeah, look for a nice big pebble or a chunk of ore and just.
Okay, I want to look around for a pebble that I can knock. No wait, because I've run up, so that would be both my actions. But if I used it as a charge, is there like a loose stone on top that I can use to hit him?
That would you would have to make a perception check while doing it.
Right.
To see if you can find any.
That is a substandard.
That is a substandard, but it is enough.
16?
A 16 is enough to find a decent-sized pebble that you can whack.
What would that be under, technically speaking?
I will roll it under the thrown weapons, so that would be melee.
Epic.
This is what's called a pro gamer move.
It's not about to be, but me.
As even with the +2 that you would have get from the charge, he just dodges out of the way of the pebble just in time.
Fuck.
As the pebble goes through the gateway.
Or
Now the pebble has knowledge of this place, so now what?
Ooh.
So does he drop dead immediately?
No, the pebble lands on the other side of the gateway, just still on this plane.
Yeah, the gate's not active. It's like a Stargate. It needs to have all the glowy and the gayness. Alright, now my turn.
Okay. Jack.
Righty. Okay, I take a 5-foot step here. I lean over the rock, using it to hold my gun up.
Mm-hmm.
And I fucking aim myself a nice wee shotty shot. And let's see. So that's 8 and bada bing! Balls.
That doesn't hit.
Even with touch?
Even with touch, it doesn't hit.
Fuck, reroll.
hold on, that was oh no, because he's
That will hit. Keep in mind how many rerolls you have left.
Yeah, I've got 4. Well, 2 left. 2 rerolls
Okay.
left. Alright, so I'm going to pop me a nice, because I'm in acid fence. Prep. And so 3d6. Plus 1. And bada bing!
Okay.
Okay, cool. And that was a solar flare strike, so it's an additional 2d6 fire damage.
Mm-hmm.
Boom.
Damn. As that is 22 damage.
Very good.
Okay, and
You
I pop
just-
my minute. I pop my minute hand boost and I go for another attack.
As he braces for the impact, the bullet falls flat after leaving a scratch.
He's just a regular blacksmith.
Resilience.
Oh god, he's got anti-fucking bullet bullshit.
But what was the goblin
If you-
slayer solution to that? Where it's just like just throw a dagger instead.
Yeah, alright, okay, I pop one of my animus to instantly reload my gun, and I do minute hand boost, and I take another shot.
Out of that, he has. Okay.
That's
That
20.
will.
Very good.
Okay, so 3d6. I'm popping an animus into this to add acid damage.
Mm-hmm.
Did he just say resilience?
Yes, he did.
What did he say? Resilience? Well, alright, well, I'm adding acid to this one this time, so hopefully this will do better.
Mm-hmm.
And that's with the +1s, right?
Bruh.
Oh,
Okay.
shit. Wait, did I just put on a 6 there? Oh, sorry, remove 5 from that. I never took the 6 off, my bad, for the damage roll.
Okay, so that is 10.
Yep.
And that's it.
And it's that the damage type of that is acid.
Okay. As you see the acid burn away at his jacket, you do notice that this bullet did go through. As it lodged into his flesh. Fuck me, mate.
Yeah, that'll do me.
How dare you appropriate Michael?
Well then. He snaps with his empty hand, and a lance appears in his hand.
A lance?
As in a proper dueling lance.
Oh god, if he fires it with a bow, I'm gonna laugh.
As he adjusts his grip, he holds the bow out in front of him as he knocks the lance.
Yeah.
Just in case you were all wondering, this is not a GM Fiat, as there is an actual build that does this in Pathfinder.
Shooting
actually-
lances with a bow.
Shooting
Indeed.
any other kind of weapon with a bow, almost.
As he looks at Jib,
Do it, Faye. I've beat Dark Souls. I know what I'm doing.
okay.
As he summons a giant umbrella.
What is your AC?
My AC is Gabaggio.
Wow.
15.
Okay, that all hits. Let's see. As you will take plus. Okay, Jib.
Yep.
That is 8. That is. You will take 16 damage.
That is fucked.
As the force of the lance forces you almost backwards, as you almost fall over.
Whatever the fucking pufferfish makes.
As he now knocks a second arrow.
I should have fucking used a glyph. Now that I think about it, I forgot I could do that.
A glump.
Oh shit.
That would have been cool.
Asterios.
Yes.
I would say there's at least a 19 hit.
Definitely, because I'll choose to take it.
Okay. You will.
Actually, no, I will not choose to take it, as I can't reach him yet. Sorry. But it will hit.
I'm gonna say, are you gonna fucking bloody counter from there, you fuck?
I won't
Just-
choose to take
I
it,
was
but I will take it otherwise.
I was gonna throw the sword at him.
You will take 12 damage.
Oof. That is,
Minute hand.
He's the path of war, you sir.
It looks cooler when I do that.
As with almost as if time stopped, he seemed to have another arrow already knocked in his bow. As he aims for Asterios yet again. Yeah, I won't even ask if that hit. That was
boy.
that was a 19
Oh, okay.
on his roll. Thank God that the bow only goes off on a 20.
Yeah, but when it does go off on a 20, isn't it a times 3?
Yes, it does.
Thanks.
You take 9 damage.
Yeah. Ow.
Now come at me.
Easier if you didn't shoot us.
God, you're salty.
Zex, keep deep cover gecko, get him.
Did you make a Gex joke just now? Like the PlayStation 1 character?
Hey, those games were fucking great.
Black
I
Gex.
mean, Gex Enter the Gecko for the N64 and the PS1. That was a pretty good time.
So was deep cover gecko was good as well.
Mm-hmm.
Is that the 2D one?
No, it's 3D as well. It's,
Oh, okay.
it's a direct sequel to Enter the Gecko.
But
So-
it's your turn now, Zex.
I would like to move. What's the farthest I can move? I'm going to cover Asterios.
It's 30 foot of movement with a 1 movement. With a charge, you can move 60.
Did you fucking bum rush him?
Yeah,
You can
fucking scalp
see-
him with that adamantite way handle.
You can see Asterios.
So I can
eyeing
charge
attentively.
60 feet, you're saying, and attack?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
You will take a +2 to your to hit, but you will take a -2 to your AC due to you leaving yourself open.
Is this difficult terrain? The
This is
steps?
not, and the steps. No.
Okay.
I
All
can
right,
get an attack of opportunity, but he is a bow user, so I'm unaware of what.
I
Would
am
have been-
torn between. 1 second. Give me 1 second.
Sure thing.
Okay, I'll go for the charge. Just a standard attack. What do I roll for that?
It's basically your normal roll, and I will be basically adding the bonuses to it.
Okay. So let's see. So just the normal greatsword roll?
Yep. As you basically bum rush him.
Do we have any sort of inspire or anything from Rags?
You get a +1 to your hit and a +1 to damage.
I think
Okay.
I think Doom said he was going to factor in your Zoe handle bonuses.
Yep. Mostly because you're using a pretty magical sword.
So I'm just doing the D20 +7, and then
Yep.
do I add anything to that, or you said you would do that?
I will do that.
Okay. That's the standard attack. Or that's the
Okay, with
that's
Plus
just the
1.
check to see if it hits, right?
with a +1 from ranks, +2 from charge, that's a 21. +3 from the blade, that would be a hit.
Alright.
As you are now here.
Excellent. So now we do 2d6 plus 4.
Okay.
No, I don't know.
You will get +1
Oh.
from +1 from rags, that's a 7, +2 from charge. That is a
Alright.
9, +3 from your from the magic enhancement, that is still 12 damage.
2 1s. That's
Alright.
Nice.
What's the special quality of adamantite again?
Adamantine is basically it cuts through anything that has hardness 20 or less without any resistance, as well as it's always masterwork.
And with that, you need anything else? Any other input from me, or?
A charge is a full round action, so you actually spend your action.
Alright, so then I am done with my turn.
Tally.
Ali will skitter here. How much is this? 30 feet? Yeah. They show us here, so 30 feet is here.
Yep.
Range of the channel energy
It's 30.
is 30 feet. Yeah, he's just outside. She will cast channel energy to heal these two dudes.
That's 2d6, I suppose.
6, yeah.
You guys heal for 3 hit points.
What absolute fart of a spell.
Sorry, who heals for that?
You too. The guys
me,
who
and,
damaged.
me and you, Mud.
Fantastic. The sleigh bells ring ding ding.
So it's the end of my turn, I assume nothing else to do.
Okay, that would be the end of your turn. Yes, Asterios. Asterios.
Asterios goes
Whoop.
as he charges. And I'll go for a powerful charge.
Oh dear, that is. Is that a 4-round, if I remember?
Well, a charge is a full round.
Yeah.
Let's see if I can get close enough here.
Yeah,
I
15.
can. Basically, what Asterios does is he charges forward towards the man after it's almost taking to all fours and starts charging with his horns towards him. So let's see if I hit.
Rolls natural 1.
Bruh. That's Friday the 13th, so you never know.
Yeah,
Is it Friday the 13th?
yeah it is.
my god!
It is.
Oh, we should return the warp chat for Friday the 13th.
Maybe we do.
Please, just for today.
Wait, hold on.
Warp chat.
Well,
Warp chat.
it depends if people roll 1.
Yes, exactly.
Okay. Well, this will be a power. This will be a
Power attack.
power attack test anyway.
Hmm.
So am I correct?
You know, Mud, I still love these fucking gifts.
Very epic. I'll get around to doing my own at some point.
All right,
Yeah,
and Inspire Courage.
Inspire courage is a +1.
That is 11.
Frick.
That is that right? Yes.
Yeah.
Wait, I'm larger now, so that's even more. Oh.
Yep. Though your AC is basically nothing. But
Oh yeah,
that was already the case.
my AC is fucking 10, I believe,
Mm-hmm.
right now. Actually, no. Let me see. It's 11.
Yeah.
Is that all? And oh, right, and then the +1 from Inspire Courage.
Roll to confirm.
Holy shit! Holy shit!
Yeah, baby.
Lord, that's This might be a sure. Hmm?
Does not confirm.
Ah. Bruh.
Yep, maybe spend conviction to give it a shot. I don't know. Up to you.
Can you spend conviction to confirm a crit? Or at least,
Yeah,
Sure.
you can. In principle,
Alright.
you can.
Then let's spend a conviction to
Yeah,
see
give
if
it a
this
shot,
works.
man.
Dick.
Okay, that was 2 conviction spent, and well then. No,
That was a nice try.
does not confirm.
wow.
As
That's a good hit, though.
what way do you swing it at? Basically, do you just chop down on him? Do you basically knock him backward?
I come charging up and basically try to skewer him on my horns.
Okay. He will take the damage. As he is basically skewered on your horns, though with one good kick to your helmet, he manages to lodge himself off of your horns. As he... Fucking hell, man.
Very, very, very fruitful conversation there.
Didn't know a fucking Minotaur can get horns that sharp. Regear.
Serious.
Me doggo. All right. I am going to. Let's see. So, how are rules for shooting through people if I have a precise shot? That removes the -4 penalty.
You remove basically you don't have a penalty.
Okay.
You can basically shoot like High School of the Dead, almost.
Yeah, you can
Alright.
shoot.
You can do the titty shot if you want to.
You can be like Las Vegas shooter, expend 5,000 bullets, but only fight 7 casings.
Oof.
Hmm.
Really gets the noggin jogging.
My noggin doesn't do jogging. It's too.
I think Corbin's right about this when he says
Noggin dogging.
It's too intensive.
Oh my god.
What?
All right.
I'll
Well,
warm up
let's
to
give this a shot.
Wonderly.
See if we can wrap this up here. I'm going to take out my bow and I am going to get an arrow ready. And I gotta aim carefully because I don't want to hit my boys. So let me make this roll here. Got all my bonuses as I had before. Let's see. Within 30 feet. Masterwork. No penalty for shooting in a crowd. And there's plus thing. Okay, so that's plus 9. So, oh, no, I want to roll a d8 for that.
That is a miss.
I'll spend 2 conviction.
How many do you have left?
So that will leave me with 1 left.
Okay, roll that conviction. That is a hit.
Oh, glad I did.
Okay.
So, and just make sure the crit on a bow is just a 20.
Depends on the
Let's
bow.
Yeah, it depends on the bow, but mine's just a 20. So let me do a 1d8 plus. Looks like it's 6. All right. Another 10.
Okay. How do you want to lodge the arrow into him?
I'll just super quick, straight through the heart.
As you aim for the heart, it actually lodges into his body, but just before it manages to pierce his heart, he holds on to the arrow, going just barely. Not yet. Not yet. Jib.
Another fucking diehard build, boys.
No, he is not staggered yet.
Bruh.
Oh yeah, I
As
forgot.
you can see, he still has a sliver of health.
Oh yeah, you can barely see it.
Okay, I'm gonna walk up and I'm gonna summon a golf glove, a space golf glove, and just rest it on his shoulder, and just unleash the gravity bomb. Like,
Unleash the gravity bomb.
Well played.
Bruh.
I think that counts as melee. And I'm not going to be pedantic and assume it's a
Melee attack.
You were an eagle among bogeys.
As you tap him on the shoulder, you actually alert him as just barely he manages to just evade by dodging backwards.
The gravity wave goes nowhere.
An 18.
Whoosh. Well, this is a
no, he's got,
normal
like,
melee.
AC of like
It's
20. Right.
Do you want to do anything else, Mud?
Oh, I realised I can probably use more like conviction and re-roll it, couldn't I? What is it like?
Yeah. Basically,
Somewhere.
have you actually ever used conviction?
I've never actually. Right.
Well then, you can
And
basically
wait,
do
was that with the +1 to hit from me?
even with the +1 that wouldn't have hit.
Yeah, fuck it, I'll re-roll it. Who gives a shit? That's 2, so that's
Basically 2 of your conviction spend. You have 4 left.
Oh, this next picture will be beautiful. In the ways you can't
boy.
even imagine.
That was fucking worth it. That was.
Yeah, yeah.
Rich,
Fucking
Rich
worth
was
it.
right, just happy to draw a bunch of red after all this ice and stuff.
And Will Smith.
The Wilson. Show me your will.
Well, I guess you could say this guy rolled well on his will save.
The next barrage is going at you. Nah.
Bruh.
Right, ready?
Yeah,
That
Jack's
should-
turn.
Ra-da-da-da.
Get
Yeah.
+1 to Punspiration.
Oh, obviously, popping an animus to fucking reload my gun.
Mm-hmm.
Ra-da-da-da. Actually, before I take a shot, let's just. Yeah, I think I'll take another wee 5-footy. And so that's Wololo. How's that?
Yeah, that will hit.
Excellent. And I will pop off what have I got left? I will use a dimensional strike. Enemy counts as flat-footed.
Okay.
Which is kind of pointless since I'm already hitting. Fucking, so I don't know why I picked that in the first place. Complete
Just fucking
pointlessness.
wasting it.
Yeah, fuck it. Well, so
Okay.
+1. And I'm going to pop another animus to make sure it's acidy.
Mm-hmm. Roll damage.
And yeet. Blam.
All right.
Damn. Resilience.
You said acid works?
Yes. As steam comes off of him, as the bullet drops.
I have a question, dude.
Yes.
If we wanted to do a knowledge check on what he is, what would we have to roll? Because different.
Knowledge planes.
So he's definitely not human.
Oh yeah.
Here's one simple knowledge planes.
Well, I guess that's me then.
Gay.
Yeah, he's not human.
Do I need to make a knowledge planes?
Well, if you want to. If you want to know what this guy is.
You know, might as well. Might as well. Take a little look-see. We'll see what's up. See what's going on. There you
Okay,
go. buddy.
you get 3 questions.
What is your quest?
What is he?
To
What's this?
obtain the Holy Grail.
What's this guy's well, what is he?
He's an Elan.
Elan? What is that?
An Elan is an immortal that basically got immortal through experimentation. He is psionic.
They are inherently psionic creatures.
So they
That's
can
the
like
point.
telekinesis and stuff like that. How exactly does that manifest in Pathfinder rules?
Telekinesis. It's basically a different form of magic.
Like the Force or something?
These guys basically have an internal mana pool that they can use to either resist attacks, resist spells, or not eat for a day.
Okay.
Just because.
Yeah.
And 2 other questions. What are those?
All right. Well, let's see. At this point, because I didn't even think of doing a knowledge check. Any ideas, guys? Anything you might think would be useful going forward?
Wait, didn't he say he's
Because-
immortal through fucking
Probably
silence?
kill him.
So how's he gonna die?
He's immortal from aging.
He's like an elf.
Oh, okay.
No,
right.
elves can
aren't
die.
immortal. Elves aren't immortal. They live for about 1,000 years at best.
Yeah, this guy is immortal though.
Just not
If
unkillable.
he's immortal, then what
As
the
an
hell is still next to
immortal-
him?
Have you ever done the same job day in, day out for 5
Moisturize
years without a
as well.
break?
Oh, I'd look forward to an eternity afterwards. I'd keep my eyes on the prize. All right, 2 other questions. I guess I don't really know if no one else has any suggestions. What is his?
if we can,
Yeah?
if we can ask something about him.
I guess could I find out his like what's his lineage? Can I find out through this knowledge roll who his father is?
No.
Find out how he's negating damage.
Can I find
Specifically how.
Can I find out what his father is?
Alarms do tend to have
Yes.
the appearance of what they would used to be.
He seems to have elfish roots. As in, he has the pointy ears of an elf.
Let's see. And does I guess what is any other suggestions, guys?
Again, find out what it is he's doing specifically to not die.
Will Smith so much.
Yeah, explain to me
Okay.
explain to me his resilience.
Resilience is a racial trait where he can spend his internal mana to reduce the damage he takes by 2 hit points per mana that he spends.
All
He is
right.
actively burning through his mana to stay alive.
All right. Well, there's your answer. And I believe those are my 3 questions. There you go.
Okay.
Back to whoever's turn it was.
That would
That's
be
funny.
his turn, actually.
Oh,
Oh.
Oh,
What's going on?
As it's now his turn, also, Naka? Even or uneven?
What, to get a move back?
Yeah.
No, what's it called? Because we never did it last time, I've got all my moves back.
Okay. Sure thing.
So next turn, I've just reset.
As you look at him, he suddenly turns completely invisible for a small moment.
Oh my god.
Ghost.
Nothing personnel.
ghosts. Oh boy.
Mm-hmm. Tali. He doesn't seem to have his bow with him, as the bow is still on the anvil itself.
can I use
You know-
immediate action of Stone Wall just to basically?
You can.
I will use that to trip him. To see that does he falls away as he walks through.
Okay. That will basically be an acrobatics too. It does not trip him, though it does give you a bonus in your AC by 4.
Yep.
As he now seems to be wielding 2 kukris.
Mm-hmm.
Ice chef.
Kukri sounds like a bird from Australia.
Oi, mate. What is your AC, Tali?
With the wall, it's 19.
I can't.
Unless I get bonus from rags or something.
It doesn't go for armor class.
But why not, though? Really?
Because that would be way too fucking powerful.
Yeah, but why not?
Oh my
Why?
god.
Why not?
I mean, to go through armor class, so all you need to do is to hit someone's touch AC while they're flat-footed. There you go.
Can I
Mhm.
exchange my damage bonus for an AC bonus? If I play a different song?
No.
Lame Sauce McGee. That's your new name, is Lame
Yeah.
Sauce McGee.
Well, thank you.
The Irish peddler.
we should sing the
of-
song.
of
let's just
disappointment.
bail on whatever you were attempting there, because that wasn't working.
Yeah.
That was painful.
As
Yeah.
one of the hits actually gets blocked by the stone shield, the other one sadly doesn't.
He adapted.
That is a confirm.
They've assimilated.
Oh!
Number one.
That is indeed a confirm.
Well, I
Oh
mean, he's
dear.
using a fucking kukri, so of course he's gonna.
Is it a crit?
That is a
Oh, boy.
crit.
Oh, boy.
Probably has a crit range of like 15 to 20.
Mm-hmm.
Caw-caw.
Let's see. So
Kirby Daddy.
Gently.
let me see. So with that, it's oh dear.
I don't get attack of opportunity on this guy or something.
Mostly no, because he quite literally teleported in.
Ah, okay.
I'm sorry for this, but this is gonna hurt.
28 times 2.
That was the times two, as he seems to hit an artery.
What was that?
Just let me just type in my health so you can see it.
Mm-hmm.
I was a squeal.
Ow.
Okay.
Squeaky, squeaky, squeak.
Conviction. Body adjustment.
Oh, hell yeah.
Eggnog.
As
Sorry, that's
as the
44
sound of
minutes.
as the sound of anvils, as well as the smell of metal permeates the air, his wounds seem to be closing. Okay.
I will grind your bones, child.
Bruh.
That's the right health.
That's sexual.
That is indeed a bruh moment. As he will be getting back.
Can't pro moment me, I am the pro moment.
A sizable chunk of health.
Oh,
Zeeks,
Yes.
your turn.
All right. So, how far is that from where I'm standing?
That's
He gets
40
health
feet.
back.
yeah. Some Alans can heal themselves.
So that is.
Oh, that's metagame. Sorry.
My cat says hi, by the way.
Okay.
Isaac, shut up.
I mean, if you manage to get to there, you can flank him.
Okay.
You can't charge
is he,
through me.
Is
You
he
can't
facing
charge.
towards? Is he facing towards Tali right now?
He is facing towards Tali because he kind of cut Tali's artery.
Oh, rip.
Just so you
Yeah,
know,
sorry,
though,
that-
you can't charge through allies.
Mhm.
Yeah, yeah.
As in, you can basically just scoot between the legs of Stereos.
Yeah,
Yeah,
because
yeah.
he's extra big.
Oh yeah, you can charge through me.
Yeah, you
I
can
don't
charge
talk
through
you.
his legs. He's super big now.
Yeah,
Is
he
that a
can
thing?
charge
Can I
through
actually
me.
do that?
Yeah. How
This
tall
is
is how tall is Asterios normally?
15. He is 15 foot normally. He's currently 30 foot.
Yeah, fucking. So definitely, what's it called?
Charge
A normal
right through
person
You
you.
could run right through his legs.
Because Seeks is a medium creature, he can move through the spaces of a creature at least 2 size categories larger than him without a penalty.
Mm-hmm.
Das ist wunderbar.
Das ist fantastisch, ja.
So,
Dude, Zach,
wow,
take him
fucking
down.
one upper. Okay, so my options here are: you said I can kind of get a sneak attack on him with a charge, or is there any circumstance in
In
which I'd be able to
principle,
attack
yeah.
him?
if you flank him, your sneak attack goes off anyway.
Okay.
So if you
I can only
charge-
move 30 feet though.
Well,
yeah,
the
but
charge, is,
you do double.
you do
Oh,
double
okay.
movement, plus you do the extra damage, and it gives you a +2 to hit.
Okay.
Double damage.
Can I
Oh.
do power attack
No.
charge or just a normal weapon charge?
Yeah, you can.
Okay. Cool. I will do. What's the trade-off? Like power attack does more damage for less accuracy, essentially.
-1 accuracy plus so many +3 to damage.
Okay. I'll
+4.
do a power attack charge on the flank.
Mm-hmm.
Try to help my scaly comrade Thali. I will do a Naruto run while holding my great sword in one hand while I do said charge attack.
As the great sword basically scrapes over the floor.
Yes. Fighting Dreamers will play at full blast, emitting from my crotch loudly whilst I charge.
I'm sorry, but to me the scene is much better with it's the German Naruto opening.
It's him, the legendary fighting creamer.
Fighting Creamer. Actually, change that to a +6. I meant to do power attack. I accidentally typed in for normal grade.
Okay, with the charge bonus, with Rax's bonus, as well as the
Hello.
enhancement, that will hit. Though,
Excellent.
as you are charging through, you basically need to get here to get the sneak attack off.
Right.
You do provoke.
He gets an attack opportunity on you.
So
If
does
you-
that mean it's not going to be a flank anymore? He's looking at it.
No, it's more that he gets one attack in before you get to do yours.
Will I be able to roll a saving throw or anything like that?
You can roll an acrobatics.
All right. Sorry again for the clarification. It'll probably take me until the end of this campaign to truly grasp all the mechanics. But acrobatics under skill mod it says 5, under rank it says 2. So should I put +5 or +2?
You basically do the skill mod.
Okay, I
Skill
figured
mod.
as much.
For those of you in the audience who do not know, whenever you are moving through threatened squares, that means a square right around the character, usually. You can roll acrobatics against the character C and D to move through without provoking attacks of opportunity.
But sadly, that does not meet his CMD.
Hmm.
So he gets an attack of opportunity off.
All right. Let's hear the damage. Literally.
Oh dear.
Am I one shot?
No, that's a 15.
Oh, okay. So
On the
7
roll.
HP left.
No, it's a 15 on his
Cookery.
cookery.
That's probably a crit threat.
It does not confirm. As you take 12 damage.
All right. So I have 10
Kukris don't
HP
seem
left.
that. You see, usually Kukris don't seem that terrifying until you consider the fact that you can get their crit threat down to a 15, meaning that they crit whenever they roll 15 or higher.
The crit confirm is even worse.
Kukri sounds like jukery.
You know, it kind of does if you really think about it, Nuka. If you really give it some thought.
Okay, with that 15, that is a hit. So, Zeeks, roll me damage.
Yes.
Your power attack damage.
Can I use what was the thing called again? Something with a D?
D20?
No, the fucking
Yeah.
thing that lets us reroll.
D6? Conviction?
Conviction, that was it. Yeah, that's not a D.
Yeah,
it's a-
you can reroll. Well, actually, you can't because it's a D20, if I remember right.
So?
Conviction is only rerolling a D20.
Ah, okay, never mind then. It's fine.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Okay, and with Now roll your sneak attack.
Okay.
Another 2d6.
Plus my stealth, or
No, just 2d6.
6.
Can you put the
Wait.
2 before the D?
Yeah, I got that right. I was looking at that like, wait a second.
No worries, man.
There you go.
Nice.
I was like, why aren't the die appearing?
Okay.
And you're doing the +1s, right? For
With the
Inspire
plus
Courage?
1, there's a 12. There's 12. Zeeks,
Yes.
how do you want to do this?
did he hit
Can you
because I
elaborate?
reminded him of the +1?
You got
you roll?
him.
Give me
Wait,
this.
Did
Give
you roll
me
to
this.
hit?
Don't take
That is
this
his
from me.
damage.
Did you roll to hit 6?
He did.
Uh,
Was a
okay.
15 plus the modifiers. That
Oh
Um,
right.
was
I
a
remember.
barely a hit.
I remember. Sorry.
No worries, man.
No, it's good.
Okay.
I'm like slightly discombobulated myself because there was some fucking tisms happening in my household earlier. That's why I was silent for a little while. So sorry about that.
Zeeks, how do you want to do this?
When you say how do you want to do this, what exactly do you mean? Like how exactly do I want to attack him? How do I want to look? What's the style, etc.?
What is the style? How do you want to attack him? What does the Naruto run like? Explain to me how you are attacking
Everyone knows
him.
what the Naruto run looks like. But as
I don't.
I
explain.
finish, okay, so Naruto running is when you lean forward and go with your feet, yeah, both of your
Stepping?
hands completely, yeah, like stepping, like running real fast, and then
Yeah, like running.
yeah,
But that's just
and
normal
then-
running.
yeah, but this is like extra low to the ground, like kind of like a little Russian dance
You're
kind of
leaning
step.
forward really low.
Yeah, leaning forward
Okay.
really low,
All right.
head forward, arms back completely straight.
Arms back straight, like they're like little tails sticking out of you, like you're,
Essentially, yeah,
like
but
you're parallel to
Mhm,
the ground.
Yes, but in my hand,
Yeah.
in my right hand specifically, I'm holding the great sword, getting ready for a strike. And then as I sort of borderline DBZ teleport behind this bitch, I take my sword and I sort of charge it behind me, getting ready for the swing, and I just lop right at the nape of his neck.
As when you do, he manages to stab into your knee with his dagger.
Entering days road.
As
Oof!
Oh, my knee.
he is now unconscious.
Excellent.
He falls to the floor. Okay. Combat
Oof.
is over.
Stamp his head in.
Gonna need a drawing of that.
Talia is going to cast Cure Moderate Wounds on herself.
Asterius ends his rage.
I'm gonna crush his head. Is he dead? Unconscious. He's not dead yet.
He's unconscious.
Before you crush his head,
Yeah, these are
Asterius holds up a hand and says, "Wait." And Asterius will go, "Thank you. Good fight." And I'll then do a coup de grace with my axe.
No, you fucking won't. No, you won't, because the person that kills him is in charge of this place, and I ain't giving it to you. All due respect. So I put my fucking gun stock first up to your chin, and I go, "Whoa, slow down there, big man." The fact is, we got to kill him because if we leave while he's unconscious like this, it'll still take his soul. So the fact is, somebody's got to kill him, and it's got to be somebody that's in charge of all this metal. How about you, Edgelord? Did you want to be in charge of all these swords? You might have fun with it.
I have to stop the apocalypse. I can take the charge.
He's not dead yet. Kill him.
If you want. Alright, well, fucking tell you what.
You know what?
then.
I'm just gonna make my way over to the anvil in the hopes that I can lift it and just use it to crush his head. That's make a decision before I get back. That's
yeah, come
my...
on now. No need to be messy and ridiculous.
Tally, just slit his throat. Go.
I raise my sword up and hover it over his head like I'm about to drop it on him, and I just say, "Eat shit and die, pussy."
Wow. Jesus Christ! Wow, what a fucking asshole.
Whoa, that's kind of disgusting, dude. Like,
Jeez.
As you hold your sword,
No, I don't do it. I'm just getting ready to.
Tali will take her sword and place the bow, lives by the sword, dies by the sword.
Yeah,
oh,
to
you
be
just
fair-
cucked the masturbator. God damn.
I was about to say, to be fair, they do both fucking follow the same religion. It makes more sense.
No, they
romantically.
The way of the sword.
Can I pick up the anvil?
The anvil was actually locked into place.
Fuck.
Alright, well,
As-
any guess. I'm sorry.
Tully,
Yep.
you feel the world around you tremble as it then quiets down.
Do I feel the world around me tremble?
I want,
No.
one of those fucking weapons. I'm going to take it apart and use it and remake gun parts.
As you notice on your hands a small mark.
Oh, are you part of the Pen 15 club?
You wank.
Am I like bound to this place, or just bound with this place?
You are now bound with this place. You're now its new owner.
Does that mean I can take shit out of here now?
Tali will just like fill
rules
inside and
of the
like
plane.
measure things.
Planes still have rules that need to be maintained.
Aha, but then, tell you what then, oh sonny boy, how are they going to get the weapons out to use in the apocalypse if fucking we can't take the weapons out of the ring? How do they do that
That's
one?
very true. Yeah.
Conservation
Good
of
thinking,
mass. They sacrifice something of equal worth to get the swords out.
What would that be?
Well, I imagine human lives.
We have like 209 gold pieces worth of gems. So if you want, you can drop them here.
Ah, god damn it. How much would it cost for me to fucking sort out my gun with adamantite shit?
Yeah, this realm has basically turned into a store.
This is basically a giant store.
Once we have money, we can make a drop. Tali will dig a grave for the man in the ash.
Okay,
I will
I've
assist Tali.
actually got a really good idea. Right, while they're digging
I would
the
love to
grave.
hear it.
Okay, alright, so listen to this, right? Okay, see when we leave here, see literally as we're going about with the ball, can we just pop in here and pop back to where we want anytime we want?
Surely there's rules.
It has a once per day usage.
Alright, once per day. Alright, so say for instance, what if we
Well,
just put our camp
well,
in here and then we just went to that every day?
Sorry?
Think more like escape in bad situation, like severe cold or
Yeah,
something.
no, what I mean, if we can do it once a day, we could come in here for a day and rest it. Also, say for instance, we're fighting something nightmarish, say, probably not as bad as the dragon, but something that bad. What if we ended up luring it in here where we have a whole fucking sea of super weapons that we can use if we trap them in here?
Yeah, it's
With
also
us.
giant space.
Tally.
Do you have any sense of the rules from the inside?
Yes. You realized that this man was holding back. As you move your hand around, you notice that every sword just slightly jitters around.
God, he's got Parkinson's.
We can do like fucking Jedi sword storm or something. Just make 50,000 swords fly in the air.
That was what your diplomacy did, Riggs.
Yeah.
As
If
you pull with basically the hand that has the mark on, you notice that the swords start coming out of the ground. They now float in the air.
This is fucked up.
Creepy.
Weird sword lady.
Useful but creepy.
Useful but creepy, yeah. Plane of flying daggers.
Try and pick up one of the basic bitch ones and see if you can alter the shape of it or anything in any way. If you focus really hard.
I try not to desecrate the man's org. I just like try to make it fly around or something. Does it like
not his sword? Any of the swords. Just
I'm proning on the ground and just in case.
As you notice that some of the swords bend to more angular and pointy shapes, more in the style of what Gorham would appreciate.
Oh, it's adjusting to Gorham.
See if I
It's
go
adjusting
up,
to you.
see if
You
I
need
go
to
up and place my hands or whatever on fucking Tally or whatever, and like, can we do anything to make me be able to fuck with some of the metal here?
Who's holding the orb?
I am.
Are you holding the orb as
you are?
the owner?
Yeah.
I assume.
Because
He
I
had
was
it
the one who brought it to him
and
earlier.
give it to him.
Rags is holding it. Rags is
Yeah.
holding it.
That's fair enough. I've got an idea. I want to try something. So whoever's got the orb, can they let me hold it as a
Yeah. Here, take a look.
Thank you. Alright, Tally, put your hand on my back, please.
Okay.
Okay, I look at one of the bootleg swords that's just in the ash or whatever, and fucking I try and move it with my mind.
One moment. Oh. The sword moves.
Oh, can I make the shape of it change at all?
As you try to focus, you actually can't.
Well, fuck it, I'll have to do it the old regular way. I'll have to just take it over to the forge and the anvil, and I'll basically just forge it into a super gun for fucking dealing with things in here.
Also,
if anybody's got weaponsmithing skills or anything like that, I imagine you make yourself something fancy for all the goodies.
I don't know if you'd be able to take it out.
No, we wouldn't be. But I mean, if we can lure an enemy in here with us in an area that we have, like a super powerful enemy, and then they come in and we're literally in a place decked out for weapons.
Yeah, I'm wondering what kind of blacksmithing skill do we have to work these kinds of metal?
It's a decent. You have to have a decent amount of profession blacksmithing or craft weaponry.
I can make gun parts, basically.
I can make craft medicine, but that's about it.
Okay. Also, once you start approaching the anvil with the orb in hand. One moment.
Oh, Jesus.
Whoa, that's pretty epic.
You notice that the crystals light up and a large blue wave of energy shoots towards the archway.
I reckon we should set up a camp in here.
The portal is now active.
Yeah, I reckon we keep all our stuff in here. There's no life in here. It's the safest possible place, and we come in here once a day.
Well, I don't know. We appeared here. We ran into Jerry along the way. There's some evil god man who could maybe find his way back here.
When he turns up, we could just say, "Oops, wrong one."
No, well, I
We
don't.
found like this. We just like.
No, well, if it's like a pocket sort of place there, then it's just a pocket
You
sort of place.
need the key to enter.
Yeah.
We need to go back to where we found the.
Oh, and of course,
Then how did Jerry get here?
Key.
Or Jimmy get here? Did Jimmy have a key?
Jimmy's a special case.
Yeah, Jimmy has a very, very fucking special case. Considering he's in a world that's no longer canon, like fucking, he's from a world that's no longer canon. Tells you.
He's a universal constant that appears and disappears whenever he pleases.
He's
basically
like Stan Lee.
No, he's basically
He is the Stan Lee of this universe.
He's Sans from Undertale. That's for some reason is also Sans in Deltarune. That's the world we're living in right now.
Why
So,
does everyone talk about Sans Deltarune, not Sans Deltarune? So sad.
Asterion disappears.
It
looks like he went to the portal.
Oh no, he's dead.
Tali will just pick up one sword and carve in slowly all she can remember about the man and just place that down there as a memorial.
I do want to investigate the body though before it's buried. We might. I'm thinking, what if we need to have proof that we've met him, or does he have like?
Just leave it.
Roll
Just leave
intimidate.
it, man.
No, we don't need it. Like anybody that knows him, I don't think we want to run into. I don't think. It's
Also,
gonna
I
go
don't
well.
think we're gonna get epic wins by going like, "Bruh, check this shit out. We've got his
No,
head."
I mean, what if he has something on him that we need in terms of like a key somewhere, or a portal entrance, or a map
I
to a
think-
place?
There's probably some magic mumbo jumbo.
All right, no, fair enough. Fair enough. Before we put him in, we go through his pockets and shit like that. Fucking Doom,
Go
we get
for it.
anything good?
Yeah, is there something that we might need to navigate through the plains, or some kind of thing that's like a beacon or a connection to somebody? Maybe information on his mother, something.
You rummage through his pockets. You do find a hammer and just standard blacksmithing tools, though nothing else.
I feel like we should set these
doesn't
by the
have
anvil.
doesn't have food, doesn't have any weapons with him.
I think we should just leave the hammer on top of the grave.
Or put them by the anvil.
Yeah, I think it's appropriate. No, we leave it in his hands as we lower him to the.
All right.
And we put the bow with him.
I wouldn't bury him with it because I might be using it later if I do decide to use this as my
Yeah, I
death.
don't know.
come on, man.
Come on.
Tell me
Oh,
about
come on,
tell me about
man.
this. I don't know. This bow is. I mean,
The bow is gone, actually.
Oh,
You know what?
well.
Big
all
up
right.
to Asteros. I'm gonna go with him. I'm just gonna go through the portal. Fuck it.
Yeah. I assume
You
you
guys can like fuck the corpse or whatever. I'm going.
I'm going to come back later and I'm going to turn a
Tolly,
bunch of
wait.
these swords
Before
into
Tolly
rifles.
goes, I call her back.
I've
Just
just
a
come
shit
out.
ton. Infinite America works. Is what I'm going to turn this place into.
I will come out last so I don't fuck up with the lads.
Tolly, come here. Can you make these swords disappear? Is that within your power?
I know. I look at the cheapest sword.
It doesn't disappear.
Mm-hmm.
I
What
think
has
it,
been made cannot be unmade.
right. So I don't really.
Well, unless you smash them. You
Oh,
want
well,
to
that-
go around to smash 10,000 swords?
Well, no, you
'Cause
can
if
you
these
can
are-
make them shit, but you can't unmake them.
Because if these are all the swords that are supposed to be supplied to the bringers of the apocalypse, then
We just
shouldn't
cut
we
off their
destroy
supply
them?
line.
Maybe
we
we
can
should
just destroy
supply
the
them
orb.
counter bringers of the apocalypse.
Why the hell would we destroy them?
Why would we destroy the
The
weapons meant
Antipocalypse,
for the
if you will.
people?
Yeah,
Yeah,
the
yeah,
weapons that are
yeah,
currently the weapons that are currently in our possession.
Yeah,
Currently,
Ricky,
at the moment,
Brigade, I'm going to tell you something right now. So basically, this place, this orb, I'm thinking that probably the only way in here, other than, the fact that Jimmy's a meme character, the fact that, am I right in saying that the only way in here is through the orb and the key that we have?
Yes.
Right. So basically, the fact of the matter is, whatever that big death god thing is, when it comes to him collecting his weapons and whatnot and things, he's going to be able to do that at any time because he can scry to find out where that orb is. He could scry to find out who killed his son or whatever because that shit can happen. So we're in the thick of this either way. We could probably wreck this orb and whatnot at some point when it comes to that. We'll probably have it set up, but for now, I reckon we use this place as much as possible until whatever it is comes after us.
well, if he got the orb, then he would have access to all these weapons, which seem to be an important part of this apocalypse thing.
Mm-hmm.
So I guess we just make sure he doesn't get the orb then.
Well,
Oh yeah, it's great.
maybe
But
we can,
yeah, it's,
we can
it's that
think
easy.
about it. We don't have to solve everything.
Yeah, I'm just saying, think about it. That's why I asked if you could do it. It's something to consider.
All
Finding a way to
options
get rid of these
sounds
weapons
explored.
would be
Yeah.
probably
Well,
pretty good.
again, my idea is as we go along with our mission and whatnot, we try and find a way to destroy the orb to make it so that you can't go here. But I'm also worried that if we destroy it as soon as possible, and not when he comes looking for it, that it might send him a message that it gets destroyed somehow. That's a possibility. So I'd rather we just keep hold of it and use it as we like until we need to destroy it, like when we know he's coming.
Okay, but I think that thing is really dangerous to hold on to.
If we leave it anywhere, he'll find it.
Maybe.
And
We
like I
also
said,
have
I
to
reckon
find-
if we destroy it, he'll know.
We also have to find out if it can be destroyed.
I don't know. I feel like it was just like sitting around on a monolith. So
Well,
if he
didn't he
could
say- didn't
find
he
it
say
anywhere,
something-
he would have.
No. I remember clearly that the blacksmith said something about it being like connection to this plane, or like what binds it to the plane, kind of like pathway between here and there.
Look, here's what happens is, what I reckon is that fucking ball was going to stay there undisturbed until the apocalypse happened, because the only common denominator that we know about is the fact that Lizard Lady there went back in time.
Mm-hmm.
And so
so
it's
that-
just laying around, and
It's not like I had a much choice.
find it and use it.
No, it was at a very fancy, fucking magical sort of shriny place, is what it fucking was.
We pulled a lever and just took it.
Yeah.
Yeah, we
Yeah,
pulled the
it was
lever and just
underwater.
took
Yeah,
it.
we just took it.
The lever was underwater.
And
That
guarded by two ice tricks.
And
Oh
a
wow,
re-
that really would have stopped it.
And the Minotaur.
and in a region of the north that nobody goes to.
But if we could do it, he could do it, right?
Who?
This guy who wants this realm as his own.
Obviously, he could do it.
Obviously, it's not. It wasn't made to hide it from him. It was made to hide it from other people. We just stumbled across it by chance.
So,
what's it called? Literally,
yeah, I guess so. It was just pure dumb luck that he didn't get it
Yeah.
before us if he wanted it.
Yeah,
No,
literally.
no, it's not dumb luck, because the fact of the matter is he's waiting another 2 years before the weapons are ready.
We
You don't
happen
go to
to
pick up an order if the order isn't ready.
But why would he just leave it lying around?
Probably because there's some kind of connection. Who knows? We don't know, so we'll have to find out. What's the point of asking
Also-
questions here?
What's the point of asking questions here? I'd say
Okay.
here.
I
It's
assume
not
everybody
freezing
is out of the dimension.
Yes.
Yeah, sure. let's leave.
And
Hey Rex, do you want to stay around destroying swords?
Say what?
do you want to stay
around
around?
destroying swords?
No.
Then
I mean,
chop
like-
chop.
yeah.
Chop chop.
As with that,
Why are
you
we discussing
appear.
it here? You mean like where it's not freezing cold and it's safe and calm and yeah? Why?
No,
Well,
I
that's
mean,
why I'm
just
saying,
to-
if we can go there once a day, I reckon we should set up our camp there and just go there every day and camp out there.
We shall test
Asterios,
this.
you notice something in front of you,
I will be
as
back
you
when
were
I do
the
something.
first one to exit. Okay, where to find a decent image of it? Basically, a small headstone has appeared, and in front of the headstone lays 2 daggers, as well as a massive slab of rock.
Does the headstone say anything?
I can't read.
Indeed.
It
I
says I
Okay.
can't.
No, Asterios can't read, but now the others basically have slowly come out of the plane of existence. You notice the headstone as well, as it reads, "Here lies the nameless blacksmith."
So what happened to the grave back in the other plane?
It's still there.
So who's
As-
buried here?
As you see in Aklo, a little gift.
Uh,
The daggers lie at the.
Lie in front, as well as a massive stone slab resting on the side of the headstone.
is it like the lid of a sarcophagus or a?
A headstone, basically, the small thing that you usually put behind a grave.
Yeah, I mean the slab.
The slab is just standing upright, just stuck in the snow. It's
Okay.
large.
So the two daggers are in front of there,
Mm-hmm.
and it says a little gift in Aklo.
Mm-hmm.
Well, the only one who can read Aklo is Rag, so this is your decision.
Yeah, I'll convey this information to everyone else. I'll tell everyone what it says, but I'll say this seems really odd. Could detect? I'd like to detect magic, see if there's anything going on here.
Okay, the massive slab of stone as well as the two daggers are brimming with energy.
Any specific kind of energy?
Enhancements.
In what way? I don't quite understand.
Around the same level, not even better than the ones in the plane itself.
When you say that the slab has better enhancements, I don't quite know what that means.
He's talking about the enhancement
The
sphere.
weapon enhancements
Oh, okay.
on it.
So the daggers have
The
enhancements.
daggers and the stone slab both have an insane amount of enchantments on them.
Really?
So basically, if you beat people with a slab, it's a +5 slab.
Yeah, is that
Well,
what it means?
I will show you, because this is the slab.
Oh, okay. That's what. Oh, all right. Yeah, that's okay.
Well,
it's a great
that's a bit
sword.
different than a slab.
Yeah, that's a bit different than a slab.
Well, it's a massive
makes-
slab of
that makes
stone.
Because I was like ritualist of like the slab is all right. If we ever need to hit someone with a big
Return the slab. Suffer my curse.
Like, that's
I'd,
like when he said the slab was enhanced.
What's
I'm like,
your
what?
offer?
What is it? What is it designed for? A large creature?
It's designed for a large creature.
It does. It's called Massive Greatsword.
Well, it's a giant stone. It's a giant
Is that a
stone
fucking
slab.
Monster Hunter greatsword, by the way?
Oh my god!
No, actually it isn't.
Oh, it kind of looks like it.
I wish it was.
Looks like the one that you make from the fucking minerals.
And these daggers. Tell me about these daggers.
I will show you these daggers. As
Does the
one,
image cut off at the bottom, or is that the whole?
The stuff on the
it-
ground.
it cuts off in the bottom.
All right.
Sadly. On the inscriptions on the daggers, on the hilts, in Aklo is written Ganjang on the black one, and Moyi on the white one.
There's a very
John,
slight
John,
difference.
John.
Ganjang and Danjang.
And Moyi.
John.
I don't speak Ching Chong.
As with a simple spellcraft, knowledge arcana, or appraise, you would be able to find out what these things are.
Yeah, let's do it. I'll do a knowledge arcana.
Mm-hmm.
21.
Okay, this is a couple of daggers, and with the 13, you actually know what these are. These are chitonic steel kukris. The
Steel.
black one is keen, as its edge never dulls, as well as it seems to be shrouded by shadows. The other one is also from chitonic steel, though this one seems, when wielded, it seems to go, when you point it to someone, the blade seems to automatically adjust toward the middle of their chest,
Whoa.
Very strange.
as well as a white glow surrounds the blade. With a 23, I will tell you, the black one is a keen shadow strike kukri, +1. A shadow strike kukri allows once every 1d4 rounds against a flanked target or target that has no dexterity bonus to their AC to resolve the attack as a touch attack.
And touch attacks are generally a lot easier than like melee attacks.
They
Yes.
disregard armor.
Oh, really? All right.
Well, the other one is a Heartseeker Radiant Edge Kukri. The Heartseeker ignores concealment for anything that isn't aberration, ooze, outsider elementals, plants, or anything that doesn't have a heart.
So as long as the target has a heart, it can't be concealed from this dagger.
As well as the Radiant Edge allows it to make attacks as if its reach was 5 foot longer than normal. But only for making attacks upon your turn, not with attacks of opportunity.
Okay.
And it can upon command, it can shed light like a torch.
Always a nifty bonus.
What
And-
about the big slab of stone?
There's one more thing.
Oh,
There's a set bonus.
a
When wielded together, you seem to be more agile than normal when it comes to attacking. You gain the benefits of 2-weapon fighting for free,
nice.
even if you don't meet the prerequisites. If you wield both of them.
All right.
That's really nice.
And tell us about the greatsword.
The Greatsword is a large black steel great axe.
Great axe.
Great axe.
In classifications, it's a great axe
Nice.
Axe of stone, great axe.
with impact.
What is impact?
Oh Jesus.
This thing, with its weapon, with how it's made from black steel, as well as the enchantments, it is weaker than the other two, and than the 2 daggers. But it counts as 2 sizes larger for damage.
Does it have a
So there's a
strength
large
requirement?
This thing is abnormally heavy, so a large creature, a large creature would have to wield it with 2 hands to effectively wield it. But otherwise, it deals damage. Let's see, you have medium, you have large, then you have huge.
Huge and gargantuan.
Yeah, it counts as gargantuan in damage.
Let's see, that's 26 for medium, 36 for that, 46 for huge, 6d6 for gargantuan.
Correct.
Whoa.
That slab of stone is a actually a 36. Wouldn't it be 46?
No, it's 2d6 medium,
Yeah.
increased to 3d6.
Okay.
large,
Yep. 46.
and
And then,
huge, and then 66 because it's the last one
yeah,
is doubles. So
it would be
Size.
66. It's basically a normal weapon, except for the fact that it basically gives a +1 bonus to hit, +1 bonus to damage, and it does 66 damage base.
Asterios attempts to lift it and actively struggles.
Tali will give him a bull's strength.
It's probably best to drop it on someone from a high place.
That would be an effective strategy, as this thing is heavy enough to Asterios, what is your strength again?
My base strength is 20,
I'm 18,
but you're a medium creature.
but I have the heart of a lion.
Yeah.
And the
Actually,
body of a
no.
doge.
Yeah, you have the body of a dog.
I know the
So
beauty,
you have the heart of a
majesty.
wolf.
The roar of the kitten.
Meow.
That's it.
Asterius will just.
With +4 to strength, that's he lifted.
Oh, he lifts it. Though he
With my
cannot.
base strength?
With his base strength and with the bull strength, it makes it a lot easier. Though it cannot be double wielded. Well, it cannot be wielded with any other weapon.
Asterius is going to lift it up above his head and strike it at the ground in this direction.
Which direction?
Away from the party.
Okay. Just dropping it onto the ground with enough force displaces all the snow in a 10-foot area. From just a wave of force.
30 damage just straight up to the ground.
Mm-hmm. As it smashes through the ground, as if Jib was digging through it.
Oh yeah, because it's black steel.
I guess I'll shake all the snow off of me because I'm probably covered in it now.
Well, everyone is covered in snow, yeah. A small snow avalanche.
But hey, question. Metsimon, but I obviously have planar. My character has planar knowledge. How much time has passed in
Bullish
this world?
survival. We take out like the astrolabe. Take a look outside.
With the astrolabe, just setting the calculations just right, adjusting for the stance that the sun is going. 10 minutes.
All right, good. Just making sure it wasn't like 5 years has passed or something like that.
No, if 5 years would have passed, everything would be burning.
Don't forget the apocalypse.
So wait, just to
Well,
clarify,
we have all the equipment.
Just to clarify, time moves slower.
Mm-hmm.
On the outside than in the pocket dimension.
So that means that we could go to the pocket dimension, get a full rest, come back, and like no time has passed.
And we could train in the pocket dimension to get a high level.
Calm down, Goku.
It's like the fucking hyperbolic time chamber.
Kind of.
Yeah, we should totally capitalize on that.
Great reward.
So,
Yeah.
5 years in there. How long do you think have passed?
Out here?
Centuries, probably.
Wait, 5 years in there?
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. We were in
Time
there.
passes way faster in there.
8
So,
hours.
oh, I don't know. Couple months.
Mm-hmm.
I said it was 5. Yeah.
Well, only a couple months have passed here. Maybe a year. He has experienced a shit ton more time.
Yep, that's how it works.
Do you physically age in that realm?
Yes.
Sure.
As with this, seeing that we did start slightly earlier, I would like to end it for this week.
Yeah, I would just
Sure.
send last bit of art because Chase wanted it.
Ooh,
Did you do it?
creepy. Useful, but creepy.
It's black and white, but it's done.
I'm good with that. Yeah. That's good. He's just like,
Me.
I just asked him to draw me dealing the fucking finishing blow while Naruto running. He did not disappoint.
Do, 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 do. Ah,
Naruto. Naruto.
I have never watched any episode of Naruto, by the way.
Good.
I saw it when I was a kid, and then I read it when I was a kid, and then I couldn't find I couldn't find the issue about like the Forest of Death or whatever, which I think was like 12 or 13.
Right.
So I just kind of fell off, and I feel like it's for the best that I stopped reading that.
Okay. So, I hope
would you
everyone
validate
has.
me?
I hope everyone has enjoyed today's session.
Thanks for stopping by, y'all.
Sorry for the rough start, but
Can
this
I,
was Frozen Assets. What is it?
Can I take last minute to fucking
Frozen assets.
shield the January campaign?
Yeah, sure.
Come January, I will be GMing a game during Tuesdays on this channel. Look forward to that. More or less same time. That was all.
So just a question. Next week, are we reconvening
time.
normally?
Well, a week from now is the 20th, so I imagine so.
Yeah, the week after that, I assume for you Westeros, it's Christmas, the usual stuff.
It'll be the 27th, so depends. Yeah, could be.
27th is already past Christmas for me,
For
so
most people. But,
Yeah.
I mean, it's not even in Orthodox countries, so I'm good. Just saying.
most likely in 27th I am free for the entire day, so
I should be
But we'll
free
talk
as
about
well.
it afterwards.
we'll talk about it
We'll
afterwards.
see.
Anyhow, thank you everybody for watching.
Mm-hmm.
And remember to kill your family, rape someone, all that, and all that.
That, and on top of that, have